What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you love 3-0 series leads, let's go. That's my baby. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored! They did it!
Left.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah!
What the fuck are you talking about?
Folks, Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Let's go, Sixers. What's up, everybody? This is HUD Radio, live game reactions. We'll give you Sixers, Wizards here, and we'll take you maybe a little bit into the late game as we're doing our post game. We'll see what time allows tonight. But tonight's show is brought to you by the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. We know many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please call 856-651-8117. Tom Arnone, Ryan Brodo, Ralph Del Vecchio, the family out there joining us. Welcome in. And we're going to dissect this game as it goes. We'll talk a little bit about matchups down the road. And that would be, we'll get into the semifinals before we get into the finals, right? I mean, I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse or horse in front of the car. Or, it wouldn't be the horse in front of the car, would it? It would be the cart in front of the horse. What was that old?
Either one sounds good.
What was that old saying? Though that's going to bother me the rest of the night now.
I'll search. Hold on. Car.
Google machine.
Got to Google. Got to go to Google.
I'll let you know. Let me see.
But we'll do NBA playoff reactions. We'll do a little Sixers Q&A with the family out there, and obviously Sixers Wizards live game reactions, and that's going to tie into our poll question, which is brought to you by bodycheckwellness.com. And you can use promo code A2D and get yourself 20% off at checkout. That's bodycheckwellness.com. Promo code A2D, 20% off at checkout. Our poll question for tonight's show: Ben Simmons will continue his impressive play for the remainder of the Philadelphia 76ers playoff run. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcast, we're there as well. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment in. We'll read off everything like we always do. I know right from the jump street, Jay Acevedo, we were laughing about because I think it was like one of the first comments I saw. Ben Simmons needs to hit his fucking free throws. Don't disagree with you, Jay. Just to throw that out there. Don't disagree. We see everybody comment in. Continue the comments. We'll get with you in a second. To the poll question, I agree. Because I just want to have glass half full with the guy. You know what I mean? I got to believe in the most meaningful games of your season, when he talks about winning as much as he does, that he'll be aggressive and continue it. Does that mean is that Seth from the corner?
Yes, sir.
18-11 Sixers right now. 6:48 to go in the first, depending on where you're watching, our house or Ralph's.
Ralph's already in the second quarter.
But yeah, I mean, there's no reason. There's plenty of reasons for me to disagree with it. There's like a million reasons I come up with to disagree. But just to try to be hopeful, and from what I've seen in 2 games and a half a quarter, I'm going to continue to agree that it's going to continue because I believe he wants to win. And we've always said, just have your handprint on games. And in games 1, 2, he has. And so far in game 3, early on here, he absolutely has too. So continue it.
Bang.
That a boy, Danny.
Danny.
3. So Wizards timeout. Sixers up 10. That's back-to-back 3 balls. One from Seth, one from Danny. Let's go, baby. This is what I love to see too. This is what I love to see. Other guys too in this starting 5. The starting 5 is special together. And we've talked about thinking last year's starting 5 could be really good together and really palmsy. But man, is this one? This one's even better. This one's even better than what he could have had last year. But Ben, I think he knows where he fits. I think he wants to win. At least I hope he wants to win, because then all that talk's cheap about what their goals are and what their team goals are. Then it all becomes cheap then. So I want to believe that he wants to win. So for the sake of the playoffs and for the sake of us trying to cut damn nets down and walk down Broad Street together, kumbaya, I'm going to say this is going to continue to go on. That he's going to continue his impressive play. Maybe not from the foul line, but from everywhere else, continue it. I mean, I don't expect jump shots, but be downhill, be aggressive, get to the rim, go to the line, start hitting your free throws, and continue to play great defense. I just spoke about it on another show, and I'll say it here when I was on with Eat Sleep Sixers guys, Sixers 24/7, is that Beal's comments earlier today are something you really got to take a look at, because he talked about this being the toughest defensive team he goes against because of their size, their length, right, and that they actually want to play defense. So to me, you take that for what it is. Or is it playing a little chess to try to come out and drop 50 on you? I don't know, maybe, but I know, because I think it's true. I think this team gives more teams fits defensively and perimeter guys than any team in basketball. And he's part of that. So, knowing that and knowing what this team's going to do and what I think they can do, I think he continues it, boys. So you guys tell me, and we'll get to the family out there as well and continue to talk about the game going on right now.
Go ahead, Rafi.
I can't believe I'm going to do this, and it's pretty crazy, but I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree to the poll question. I just think the way that Ben Simmons is playing is just opening up the floor for everybody else to succeed on the offensive side, and when they get to the half-court offense. If you guys want to get to the Eastern Conference Finals and finally get over the hump and out of the second round and go to the finals, he has to continue playing like this. As you're seeing through Game 1, Game 2, and even now in the early stages of Game 3, when he gets the ball, off the rebound and is heading downhill, it opens everything up, and Danny Green and Seth Curry and Tobias are just wide open, and he's just picking and choosing his spots. He's been playing great so far, these first two games, and obviously he got off to a really good start in Game 3. But like I said, if you guys want to get to that next spot in the playoffs or that Eastern Conference or NBA Finals, he has to continue playing like this. Has to.
Yeah. I mean, I think getting past Eastern Conference Finals, he has to.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. And he can't shy away from the big moment, right, Tommy? Like, you're either going to go up against Brooklyn, you're going to go up against Milwaukee, and obviously we all know both of those team guys, have some tough dudes down low. So, you can't be shied away from, driving the lane and, taking the shots that you would have taken against Washington and passing them up against Brooklyn or Milwaukee, if that makes sense to you guys.
No, for sure. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So to answer your question from earlier, Tom, the expression is cart before the horse. That's the expression.
Good. So it was right the first time.
Yeah. No. So you got it.
That's Toby 3-ball.
Yes, it is. It's tough because I thought Ralph was going to disagree, and I wanted Ralph to disagree to this whole thing. But honestly, I do believe it's going to continue. Now, is there going to be a game here or there between? Like, do I think it's going to be every game where he's going to have games like the first two games? No, I don't think it's going to be concurrent. There's going to be one game, by the way, 3-ball by Embiid, bang. There's going to be maybe one panic game where the fans are going to go crazy. But the reason why I agree to this poll, it's because, like we talked about on Wednesday, there's different ways for him to be, and ways he's already shown. There's different ways for him to be impressive and aggressive. He doesn't need to do the three-pointers or even the jump shots for him to be impressive. What was his first game? It wasn't he only have like 6 points or something in the first game, but he had an impressive game because of the 15 and 15. Now, do I think he's going to replicate that every night? No. But he can be impressive and show his impact in a game in ways like that, not necessarily scoring, but to Ralph's point, opening up bigger scoring capabilities and opportunities for his teammates, and then come up big with the assists and rebounds and obviously his great defense. And then, like we saw a little bit tonight, other than the foul line needs to, he needs to wake up or have some kind of pulse, because I don't think he's made one in the entire playoffs so far yet. He's shown the ability to go downhill and be aggressive. Get to the line, hasn't made anything, but he's had that ability so far. And we were joking right before we went on the air. I said to Tom, I said, well, this is all I've ever wanted. This is all I've asked for. I haven't asked for the 3-ball. It'd be nice. I haven't asked for the jump shot. It would be nice. Just be aggressive, go to the basket, go downhill, and see what happens. And he's done that so far. Just had a turnover, so that's great. But to me, I think when you talk about the levels of how Ben Simmons can affect a basketball game, I would say I agree, because he doesn't need to just be a scorer to be impressive for this team.
No, I mean, a lot of us have said that from day one. It's just about being aggressive offensively, and just having a pulse offensively. And if that's in getting guys looked, if that's on offensive rebounds because of your size, if that's on transition, which he's great at, if that's getting to the bucket, whatever it may be. But have a pulse there. I'm not as worried about the jumper until teams start sagging off you. Like, that's when the jumper conversation always comes up for people, and it always will. And at some point in the playoffs, that conversation is going to come up.
Yep.
Because we're not clean sweeping everybody. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know what I mean? Just not. It's not how that's going to go.
We're not doing the good old 4, 4, and 4.
No, I'm up for it. You might get a 4 and a 4, but that next round ain't going to be no 4. That's 6, 7 written all over it, probably even 7.
Could you imagine, though? Could you imagine? This city would be an issue.
Oh, God. I mean, you talk about broad shit. We'll be on broad shit before we get to the finals.
I was going to say, we don't even need to play the finals. If we switch, you know what I'm saying? We already won. We're good.
Yeah, we'll be like the Knicks fans after one game.
Oh, God. The city will be gone.
Oh, yeah. He's partying after one game.
Flex on him, Joe.
Oh, there's Joe, another bucket. So he's gotten it going here. He's got 9. Quick 9 out of nowhere. He was quiet early. Other guys were getting it done. 30-16. Is that update or 30-14? Yes.
I think 30-14.
But yeah, that jumper's going to come up at some point, and it's not going to be the 3-1 we're talking about.
Oh God!
Eyeballs 3 just got stuck in the rim or the side of the rim. It's going to be that elbow, right? It's always going to come up at some point in a big spot where you're going to need to at least attempt it. And everything else, I'm good with. That's going to be something that is always going to be a topic of conversation. Now, if we're winning series and win NBA Finals, I've already been clear. I ain't criticizing nothing. Like, I'll even take that, though.
Yeah,
I'll even take that. But if we're not, if we're winning the finals, I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? I you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you never shoot a jumper ever. I care.
Yeah.
But I think you're going to need. You don't need a jumper. You just might need to show it a couple times. That's all. You just might need to show it a couple times.
Just be a threat, like we saw. I mean, we really saw it today in the final game in the Bucks-Miami game, or Miami series, I should say. But we saw it all throughout the series. They were Twitter called it the Ben Simmons treatment, to where how they were defending Adebayo, to where they were kind of sagging off of him a little bit. But you saw in that, okay, once Ben shows a little bit of a threat, he doesn't need to make them all, obviously. I mean, if he does, that's great. But just show that you're willing to put up that kind of shot, and then they're going to have to defend you a little bit differently. They're going to have to respect it a little bit more, instead of just obviously not doing what they've always done. That's not even really thought about defending him anywhere besides, 5-6 feet away from the basket.
Yeah, and he's obviously more skilled to get to the rim even than Bam is, in my opinion, too. Yeah. So it's just I've said this a million times. You shoot the elbow, the little extended jumper, guys got to start coming out on you, and then your skill and ability to get past guys becomes easy. But I don't want to make this into an all Ben show, either. In terms of that, like I just think I do agree to the poll. For everybody just joining us, if you're just tuning in, our poll question for tonight's show was: Ben Simmons will continue his impressive play for the remainder of the Sixers playoff run. Do you agree or disagree with that? and let us know everywhere you're tuning in, that Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. And if you haven't already, hit the like, hit the subscribe, turn your alerts on, hit the bells. All right, whatever you got to do on every platform. Every platform has their bells and whistles, per se. Hit them all. Hit them all. You know what you got to do, especially if you want the NBA Finals. If you want the NBA Finals, you're all team to hit the like and the follow and the subscribe and whatever the hell it is. Okay? Maxi sighting, James Jackson said, I guess he must have just checked in. Yep. Okay, I like this. I like this. We spoke about this real quick, Ralphie. It's Korkmaz, Hill, Maxi,
Thibault.
All
bench. It's the first
all bench. Here we go.
He does it every friggin' game. I guess this is a thing to where they want to give.
It's a line change in hockey. I feel like it's a
Tommy.
change. What are we doing? Corky for three.
Ray Allen. Oh, damn. Maybe not.
But the conversation, Maxi and Shake's minutes have been answered.
Yeah.
People have spoken, and the people have won. Now, could Shake end up taking somebody else's minutes? We'll see on that.
Yeah, it's the guy who just shot a brick three.
Maybe.
Tom, it's so funny that A, James Jackson said it in the chat. B, it literally happened on our screen, because that was going to be my next question. It's that, is it time to make the change? And to be honest, it wouldn't even be a change from what we've seen the last, I would say, maybe not so game one, but we definitely saw game two.
George Hill sighting. George Hill.
Listen, I have no complaints about George Hill in the playoffs so far. Obviously, he's had, he hasn't had a huge game, but he's had a friggin' pulse, which is something he didn't really have in the regular season.
Yep.
That was the other night, though, right? Real quick about the line change. I don't have much of a problem with it this series, right? As the playoffs go on, I don't know if you can line change.
No, you can get away with it in this series, and maybe in the next series. Ooh, Dwight.
That one, they count that?
They better have.
I mean, the only thing I don't hate about it is you have two veterans on the floor.
Yeah.
With playoff experience in Dwight and George Hill.
Well,
so that's what makes me Corky has playoff experience, obviously. Matisse has a little bit and Maxi has none. But at least you have those two guys to give you some. But again, we'll see. I don't think he does this in close series and must-win games. You know what I mean?
If he's doing it like third quarter late against the Bucks, if we're down by 7, I'm throwing things at the TV.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I understand it in this series or maybe the next in this situation, because you're bringing them in with about 2.5 minutes left in the first. You're going to run them until the end of the first quarter. You get that. So you're getting your starters the rest of the first quarter to rest, the entire commercial break. You know what I'm saying? To where it's extended. It's almost like a double period because of that in-between periods commercial break that you're going to have. And
then you find out things too.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of find out guys who you can trust as this bad boy goes along as well. Let me get to some of the family out there chiming in. Billy Dobbins says, why does Rivers have to go with these guys all at the same time? I don't know, Billy. That's what we were just talking about. It's
line change.
It's crazy. But I mean, this series, I'll cough that up too. I don't care if you're up 10, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Bobby Stevens was saying, is that Embiid or big play Slay earlier on the game? No, the big play Slay doesn't have. I don't know if he has a pick.
Yeah, no, it's Embiid. Embiid might be the second cornerback. I mean, never know.
Go back down here.
Don's trying to piss you off already, Tom.
Yeah, I'm not even looking at it. Ricky. What's going on, Ricky? Guys? What's up, Ricky?
What's up, Ricky?
Don, if B-ball Paul shouldn't play my show up 30, maybe 20.
Oh, there you go, Cork. Oh, you should have just laid that up, Cork. I mean, come on now.
Ethan says, I swear to God, once we play Brooklyn or Milwaukee, we better be running an 8-man rotation or less. I would think so, too. Ethan, I would think so. But, I mean, you never know.
Listen, he has a love affair for this bench, Mr. Rivers does. He says it's one of the most talented bench units he's ever coached, which I don't know if, I would have to really go back and look at the bench units that he's had in his long career. I mean, it's fun. but I just gut feeling, I don't think it's the best. Like, I wouldn't think so. Like, especially because he's coached championship teams or really talented teams. I don't think this is the best bench. But like to everyone being upset about it, like, listen, am I annoyed by it? Am I going to be pissed off about it? So, like we said a few minutes ago, if he continues to do it, well into the playoffs in the next couple series, yes. But we have to remember something. In Doc's defense, he went to the bench late in the fourth quarter or midway through the fourth quarter in game 2, and they actually like doubled or tripled the lead that they had. You know what I'm saying? To where they never, what was it, 8 minutes left to go in the fourth, and they never had to put the starters back in?
Yep.
So he's seeing, hey, this bench has momentum going off the last game. Let's trying to capitalize on it, keep some of our starters healthy and fresh. Because obviously Seth Curry and Tobias, they were both on the injured. They were both they weren't questionable, but they came up on the injured list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, let's give these guys a little bit of a run. We're up by 9. Let's nurse it until the beginning of the second quarter. And then if things, go awry, then we'll put the starters back in.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't care about it in a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're up 10 when you do it. So, you're giving them all a rest. Fine. If the game's in limbo at any point, then I can't do it. Right. That's all. The game's in limbo. I can't do it. Oh my God. I just got swatted.
I like Gafford. That Gafford, he's going to be a good player.
Sixers up 8. Bertan's an easy bucket. I don't like to see that because, not a ball goes in for him.
Yeah, if he gets going early, that's somebody to watch. By the way, Matisse Thybulle has more. Oh, come on, George. Matisse Thybulle has more free throws made than Ben Simmons. I think it's 1-0.
Yeah, well, anybody that goes to the line makes one.
Bertans. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Glad that didn't happen. Okay, Sixers end first quarter up 8.
Tee him up.
Only a -2 for your bench right there in the full sub outs. Right now, Danny Green has 3 points. Tobias has 5. Joe has 9. Seth has 7. Ben has 6. So good start by your 5. Thibault with a point. George Hill with 2, and Dwight has 3. 3 for 4 from the line.
We've
made more foul shots than Simmons.
Yusuf's already turning on his coach, by the way. He says, what in Scott Brooks' mind thought starting Raul Neto in games 1 and 2 was a good idea?
I don't know, the same thought that Brett Brown had ever playing him either. So
yeah, right.
I heard that. Yusuf, I heard that name here too many times.
Brett Brown was running the Raul out there like it was the 6th man of the year.
I thought it was TJ McConnell. It's the TJ McConnell love.
I thought it was Lou Williams.
Yeah.
Who's that, Lou?
Yeah, right.
Who's that, Lou?
That is like both hilarious and horrifying, Tom, that what you just said is not entirely like inaccurate. To where Raul Neto last year was Brett Brown's Lou Williams. The way he ran him.
He loved him.
That's horrifying. I mean, that gets you fired. I mean, that many things get you fired, but that should be at the top of the list.
Yeah. As it was. You know what I mean? Just run, shake that. Run anybody but him. Ethan said the Wizards just keep delaying the rebuild, and you get a bunch of first-round picks for Beal.
You know what's funny, though, about that, Ethan? Didn't they just go through a friggin' rebuild like 2 years ago?
They've been rebuilding.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, they had that really good shot when John Wall, like, this was like 4 or 5 years ago, I believe. Yusuf, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, they had that really good shot, and they had a bunch of talent, quote unquote, 4 or 5 years ago, and they kept hitting the ceiling in like the second round.
Yeah, we told you 36-28 Sixers after 1. I'm waiting for the start of the second quarter.
Sorry, Jay.
Sorry.
Yeah, come on, Jay. All right,
and listen, 42 you assholes in this chat on YouTube. I'm going to need more likes over there too. All right, since Jay's calling out, I'm going to call out. We got 6 likes, 41 people watching. All right, going to need you to hit the like and the subscribe immediately. All right, and talk some Sixers with us, and let's go.
Tell us where you're chiming in from, too. where you're watching the game.
He always says Raul can't even start for the Brazilian national team. No, I think he's probably their 8th man.
Yeah, right.
Johnny Lynch, what's up, brother?
What up, John?
Jesse Davis says Kendrick Perkins played for both coaches and said he likes Scott Brook. Oh, I mean, come on, Jesse. He would take what Kendrick says. And no, he never said that, I don't think.
No, Kendrick's too smart for that.
He loves Doc.
Yeah.
Don, we knew he wasn't. Oh, Burlington, John says, right around the block.
Hey.
Nice.
What up?
What's up, Sam? Yeah, Don, I'm not a Jimmy Butler hater. I'm also not a Jimmy Butler lover like Tori. But what happened in this series for them, it's good to see. It's good to see. By the way, as soon as Jimmy Butler's mentioned, Tori shows up in the chat, by the way. See that? See that?
What I'll say is I am a Jimmy Butler guy. I think he's tough as nails. I love all them things about Jimmy. But again, with the gun to my head, I was keeping Tobias. And people told me I was crazy, and I got yelled and screamed at for it. And I'm just going to say how'd that age. So, and we're here. And people say, well, Tommy went to the NBA Finals. Good, they didn't win it. And we weren't winning it last year with Brett Brown either. So, knowing I got Doc out of the whole thing and this coaching staff, I'm happy with that. Who was that? Tobias? All right. Toby.
Yeah.
Toby with a bucket. So now you got Toby running with the bench doggies. So now, this is better, right? This is better. Quirky enough. You missed a 3.
He's babysitting now. That's what he's doing. He's the one starter that's babysitting the bench. Toby.
Yeah. But I like this. You got 3 veterans out there.
Yes.
So I'm okay. I like this. This is where I like to run Maxey and Thibault when I got 3 vets around them.
I actually am a really big fan. I've said this since they've started. there you go, Thibault. I'm a really big fan of this 5. I say that, and Westbrook hits a 3.
I don't like him hitting 3s because that means this game might be a little tight. 38-31 Sixers for everybody that's going to yell at us. James says, thank God we have at least one good team in this city. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Thibault with a little dunkage.
A little Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, no, Ralphie. Oh, get eaten up.
Dwight Howard.
Yeah, Ralph.
Okay.
5 seconds early.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. That was a good block. That was a good block.
Thibault for 3. Nope, didn't hear nothing from you early there.
Didn't hear the chair squeaking.
Russ and transition.
Come on
and
now.
1. I don't know where that call was. That sounds like a fucking gimme to keep the game close.
That's a popcorn call right there.
Russ going to the line. Try to put the Wizards down 6. Marky chiming in from North Philly. What's up, my brother?
What's up, Marky?
Jordan says, kind of upset Doc went away from the bench lineup with Toby. The whole bench lineup makes me cringe every time I say it. Why would you be upset, though? He went away from it. He put in Toby, so that would make you happy.
Yeah, what do you want? What? Can't make anybody happy. Can't make anybody happy here.
Jordan, maybe you said I wasn't upset. Maybe that's what you were saying. Maybe that's what he was saying. I don't know.
Jordan, let us know.
Jordan. Tell us, because then you're just like a tough guy to make happy. And that's the other way around. Red saying, Hill, Howard, and Toby with the young guys. Yeah, it's a good lineup. But
and then Thibault with the instant defense, and then the lightning rod with the instant offense with Maxey.
Toby with a mess. Yusuf, look at him. Look at the guy. And I feel like I haven't heard from him in 6 months. You know what I mean? We face Washington here.
I'm so sorry. Robin Lopez is the most awkwardest basketball player I've ever watched in my 24 years of watching NBA.
I don't care if he has 25 points.
Oh my!
Every time he shoots something, I cringe. It just looks unhealthy.
And it's the same shot. It's like an unorganized skyhook.
He could have 25 and it looks ugly.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
What was that? Oh, that's a flop. Friggin' Neto.
Yeah, I gotta see this again.
He was insinuating that he got elbowed.
What got him? His ankle? Hard to get elbows when you're that much smaller than a guy.
That's the only thing he's good for now. Oh, Raul Neto, there he is. Sucks. Damn it.
And Russ.
Damn it.
All right. Wizards down 4.
Run him over, Ben. Come on.
You knew this was going to happen. I mean, they're going to give you a fight tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially down 2-0, first home playoff game, and seems like forever for them.
There you go, Ben. So,
And a boy, Ben.
Because this worked last game, what's our final stat line for Ben Simmons in the game? What's the prediction?
Well, he's already got 8. And so he's got 8 right now, 4 assists, and 2 boards. So I'll say 20, 28 and 8.
28 and 8. Ralphie?
I'm going to go 18 points, 10 rebounds, 9 assists. 10 a night.
I'm going to go 19, 9, and 9. Got a little. Ooh, listen, this will be amazing. I mean, this will be awesome. 20, 12, and 11 for Ben from Nasty.
Yeah, we'll take that next.
Jordan says 19, 11, and 12.
That's nice.
Look at Miss Darkness. 15, 8, 9. I'll still take that though. Like, is it like maybe no? Maybe I won't take that because he's already at 8. So that means he's only got 7 for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, Don. I mean, he just won up to 14, 8, and 7. Come on, Don.
All right, that's a stat line. They're your number 1 pick next year. Kate Cunningham.
If he gives us that, listen. If he gives us that stat line, I'm trading him to your team next year. All right, Don. He's going to friggin' Pistons.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Oh, he's giving the small. He was giving the small. You see that? Oh, he's showboating.
Good.
He's feeling himself.
I'm going on a little run now. They got the 4. We go on a little run. Ben's got 10. They lead all Sixers. Till the dog eats. Yep.
Phil.
You can't guard him.
Yep.
Nobody in the Eastern Conference can guard him.
Now Joel leads the Sixers with 11. Till the dog ate. Dog went 8.
Right there.
Yeah, Ralph. That's unguardable. I mean, Lopez is a defender too for covering a big man per se. You know what I mean? Like big man, and you can't stop that.
A 7-foot dude jab step into a step back. Like, come on, man. That's impossible. A center should not be doing that. Should not be doing that.
By the way, Yusuf is no longer whispering. He is going to all caps. What is Scott Brooks doing running 4 guards against Joel, Ben, Toby, Danny, good Lord?
I don't know if there's much you can do.
Yeah.
Size-wise. There's not much you can
Such a mismatch for this series.
Uh-oh.
Get a Joel tattoo? Yeah, wherever I want to get it. Yeah, I'll get one. You know, it could be like on the ankle. Like I get like an ankle tattoo of Joe.
Will it say thrust the processed?
We could
with a little chop, a little.
We could talk about that. I mean, I'm not against that, but yeah, I'll get a Joe tattoo. I mean, yeah, why not? Why not? It's bigger than me.
All right.
Always has been Broad Street. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Tori has another idea.
From the day we're not getting a fucking portrait now. All right, now we're out of
the back, lower back.
Oh yeah. Cross the credit stamp. Cross the stamp. 51 people watching on YouTube, 23 likes. I'm going to need you to pick your games up over there. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Let's go. But yes, I will get the Joel tat, not the portrait. Not the portrait. All right. No portrait. Ricky says that's just Yusuf talking at regular level, though, right?
Yeah. No, he's going up to that. He's not at screaming yet.
Oh my God! Now he's talking about their Sammy Cassell away from being a top 5 seed. Who's he going to play over the slop you got?
Tom, I'm glad you saw that, because after you left on Wednesday, Yusuf asked, it was myself, Greg, Ralph, and Frank. He asked our permission to recruit Sammy Cassell to the Wizards for the next head coaching job, and I said absolutely not. Yeah,
I heard that. Yeah, no, you're not taking him.
No. Nope.
With his tongue out, sticking out, laying on the ground. Yeah, we can't do that. That becomes too much.
That's too much money. That's a lot of detail.
I get hit for copyright on my own body. You know what I mean?
right.
Yep, right on my own body.
You'll get a cease and desist just based off of a freaking tattoo. Lower back
Get a
tattoo.
Get a letter from Joel's agent. Whoa.
Like, how do we cease and desist this? Well, you know, I can get my gun down. I can't have that.
You should honestly get like a Joel tattoo with like your face and his face next to it, and then you just put best in the business. Best in the process.
The duo that got you the broad.
Yep.
Ethan says Embiid just got to keep bullying these guys. Don't settle for too many jumpers. No, I mean, unless you're wide open, I don't care if he shoots another 3 or 2. He's made 1, so sort of gives him a little carte blanche to hit another one if he would like.
3:30 tomorrow, huh, Ralphie?
Yep.
And I assume no. I would assume no. Well, I'm assuming Chris Paul's playing, but not Chris Paul. Like,
oh yeah,
you know, it's like All-State.
Yeah,
the All-State guy's playing him. You know what I mean?
Cliff Paul.
Yeah,
Cliff Paul.
Cliff. As long as that shoulder's not right.
Jesus,
he just broke.
Yeah, he just broke Ben and Toby's ankles on a double team.
He's good player.
Yeah.
46-40 Sixers right now. 7:20 to go. In the first. And
it's too easy, Tommy. It's too easy, Tommy.
Bullying. Boys. So good.
What's up, John? He says, "What's up, boys? Love watching our starting 5.
What up, John?
Change hurts though. Yeah, it's not great. Oh, no way.
Flopping, dude. He's just falling down, a loser.
They gave him 3 shots. They gave him 3 shots.
Just fell down.
Oh my god.
Fell down.
And flopper. Nobody touched you. He almost tripped Seth Curry, actually.
You know what? And he's been looking for that all night long, too.
Oh, yeah.
All night long.
About it. He was already arguing about it earlier, Ralphie.
Yep.
I would have teed him up right there.
I don't like him making shots. You know what I mean? There's like some start going in for him, and then he starts hitting them. What's happening on the other end?
What is this?
Little big man face off here?
What are these two doing down there?
I don't know.
Where's Bradley Beal going? Shoot 2 in this league, Bradley.
Yeah. Hey, Brad, that was three of them, Brad.
What are they? What are they? I don't understand what's happening. And by the way, Yusuf, he didn't get hit below the belt. Stop it.
Danny. Attaboy.
He's back to his old self.
Back up 8.
Oh, Tori, Jesus God.
What'd she say?
Well, with more steals tonight than Darren had all year. More picks. Missed the jumper. It's all right. Plus, coming in transition. You know what this means. Probably a bucket. Nope. 3 ball. Good.
Jordan says, what's y'all's confidence level in this game? I'm about a 9. I'll tell you once this goes in.
I'm a 10.
10.
I don't care if it gets to 2. I don't care if it gets to 1. I'm a 10.
Yep.
I don't care if they take the lead by 2. It's a 10
yep.
in this one. Talk to me game 4. That's the cough up game to me. If there is one.
Oh, here you go. How many does Westbrook have?
Russ has, let's see, 10.
Okay.
Beal has 11. Bertans has 8. And Hachimura, that was his first bucket.
He's doing the shush, Jaws, shushing the crowd now.
I love that. He's built different. 16 for Joel right now.
High man in all scoring, I'm guessing.
Yes. Ben second with 10 on the Sixers. Ew.
Oh, love that. Love that, Russ.
The Wells Fargo fucking backboard, and they're playing in Washington. Everybody's watching.
It's getting windy in here.
Yeah, getting windy. It's a cold night.
Yeah.
What's that? A walk?
I don't know.
What they call there? A walk? I gotta see that again. And now we're calling walks in the playoffs for stars? Wow. Okay. That's got to be egregious. I better see that again.
James, I'm with you. I'm with you, man.
You know what's ironic, James? You know when Simmons hit that, or he didn't hit it, but he shot the buzzer beater? I think it was it was going into the second half in game 1, and Simmons put up the three, and Beal like gave like the smell. You know what I'm saying? Did like the smell. He's making fun of the three ball.
Yeah.
Who are you talking? You're friggin' your teammate. Have you seen your teammate try and shoot?
Lopez cuts it to 6.
Oh no. Oh no.
It's not fair. It's not fair, dude.
Just chewing and eating. 18 for the big fella. 18 for the big fella.
I mean, he's like Moses. I mean, the seas have parted.
Oh, God, that went in. Good shot by Beal. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, he's got
I don't know how Joe doesn't block that. It's not Joe. I'm saying it's a great shot. Danny? Hey!
Bang!
He's on!
Throw him
He's
up.
on!
Throw him up. I think that's
Oh, here you go, Yusuf. Look at this. Look at this excuse. It's 50 degrees windy with rain outside in DC, so that could have been the possibility with Russell's shot.
Danny 3 for 5 for 3, 9 points. So we'll take
Nice.
3 for 5er all day. All day. Sixers up 9. Take him, Tobe. Danny again.
Bang! I love it.
Throw him up. Sixers back up.
Oh,
12.
wow.
Ba-boom. Ba-boom. Get that shit out. Go. Run it. Run it. Run it. Put your
Heat
foot on
check.
it.
Give it to him again. Heat check.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. I thought that was in. I thought it went in.
All right, get the bench in.
Yep.
Get the
Full
bench in.
sub. Full sub. My God. That was it. I mean, look at it. Look at it.
Look, he knew it. He knew it.
I love that, though. I love it. Go ahead. Go ahead till you miss. You know what I mean? It's like make it take you. You're feeling that good.
I don't know what I would have done if that would have gone in. I probably would have blacked out for a second.
I was about to say I was going to leave.
Yeah, it's over. It's over, ladies and
We're up
gentlemen.
15. I'm going in. I'm going in. 52 people watching over on the tube. Gonna need you to pound the like, pound the subscribe button, turn your alerts on. 17 shows here throughout the week on A2D Radio. I know another one just started, the weekly roundup with Steve and Zach. So we got everything. Got everything for everybody here. Everything for everybody. Gonna need you all to pick your damn game up and hit that like and subscribe immediately. All right, you guys are playing like the Wizards out here. Playing like the Wizards.
I like this from Eagle was landed. The green light. I like that. Green light.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, not too much, but yeah.
Not the worst I've heard.
No. I just I don't want the green light too much.
Oh yeah, fair. Like when it's appropriate.
Yeah, I love Danny, but we're not green lighting, Steph Curry here.
Yeah, we don't want him to be like a Donovan Mitchell to where he's shooting like 18 threes and he's making 4 of them.
Guy trying to cash in at 33. You know what I mean?
Don Duncan. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Probably because he's trying to put some of the Flyers mojo on the Sixers. Probably trying to curse us. I don't know. Ralph?
What? I just saw a shirt, grabbed it, threw it on. Don't you do that sometimes?
No, I don't want.
Huh.
The Flyers are dead to me.
James says, I love the banter. You guys thinking about doing a show at a local establishment to watch a game? I'll buy the first round. Well, I mean, with that offer. But yeah, I mean, we've done it in the past, James, before craziness set in. John says, Ralph, do you think the Grizzlies beating the Jazz tonight? I'll answer for Ralph, no.
I'll answer for Ralph also. I hope so, but no.
Yeah, I mean, Mark says, what up, fellas? Get the brooms out. We sweeping away these conference finals. Oh, I mean, maybe next series maybe goes 5, Marky, though. I mean, that's all. Sportsman 22. I want this done in 4 games and get real rest for Atlanta or the Knicks. Yeah, 5's fine, though. I mean, sure, I would love to sweep, but 5's fine if they don't. I would love for them to put their foot on their throat and boom, we're out in 4-2. Milwaukee, we see you. We're done in 4-2. You know what I mean? Just let people see. Let people see.
Am I wrong, by the way, because I don't want to buy too much in the first round matchups because the Knicks are not nearly as good as the Sixers. But the Atlanta Hawks have looked really friggin' impressive. And they have, listen, they're young. I know, Tom, I know you don't like them.
Stop. Would you stop?
I'm not saying we're gonna lose. I'm not saying that, but like part of me thinks that go 6. Part of me thinks they go 6.
Who's the stars? Who's the stars?
Trae Young's pretty good.
No. Who are the stars on the Knicks? The stars.
The artist formerly known as Derrick Rose and Julius Randle. Like
they have trouble, and
yeah.
the Hawks, to their credit, have a lot of good fours, right? A lot of good defensive fours, and that creates problems for Julius Randle. They're okay. They're okay. They're young though, Ryan. To the point though, they're young. So to that credit, they're only going to get better. That group. So do I think they're, like I said, I'd rather face the Knicks because I just own the Knicks. But I'm not scared of either one. Obviously, I'm not saying you were saying that. But let me see how they look in Game 4, right? Let me see how they look in Game 4, and then maybe then we can talk about looking impressive. You know what I mean? Give me Game 4. That's it. Give me Game 4. Let me see him do it again, right? Because I still think that series goes 7, which I think would all give us a different feel of both them teams, like that they're just both like meh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I hear you, Ethan. He says, hey, Ray, how's Trae Young going to do when Simmons is clobbering him? Like, yeah, I get it to where the Knicks are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, but so are the Sixers, obviously. And we obviously have the way more experience and the star power than the Knicks. It's just, I don't know. Again, I don't think we would lose in that series. I don't. But I just think they would be good enough because they have so many guys that can just go off. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, Joe, if you want to make that, I swear to God, I'm gone. I'm deceased.
Oh my God.
I'm deceased.
Can they give me a fight? Yeah, they can give me a fight. It's the NBA. You know what I mean? If you win a round, you feel even more confident about yourself. So can they give you a fight? Absolutely. Can the Knicks give you a fight? Yeah, I think you get a bigger fight from the Hawks, though. And that's not saying anything, that's not like crowning them. I just think you get a bigger fight, to your point, against Hawks. I think because they have a guy who can go for 50. And I think anytime a team has that, they in the postseason, they can give you a fight. Mm-hmm. And they're I think they're better than the Knicks. Obviously, right? Not by a lot, but I just think they're better. But I still think it goes 7 because I think the Knicks are tough. But we'll find out. We'll find out in the next one, Danny, again. We'll find out in the next one, though, right, Rye? You know what I mean? Because, this game's going to really be, obviously, the teller on how this series goes, even though most teams that win Game 3 go on to win the series. Mm-hmm. But I still think this one goes longer. And we'll find out. Because if they win this series in 5, right? Then I think we're having people are going to be a little bit more on Sixers fans are like, oh, okay, we're getting a tough Hawks team.
Yep. Yeah, because honestly, and the biggest thing again.
Look at them. Thrust the air. Just thrust the air like that. I just want you to thrust the air out. Thrust the air out of the building. Thrust the air out of the whole.
Wow.
Giddy up and go.
He redeemed himself.
Giddy up.
He got Gafford again in the air and just tomahawked it.
He said, "Okay, I missed one. Let just watch this. Just watch this."
Get out the way.
Jesus. That's a bad man.
Wow.
Like I said, boys, I don't know who's stopping him down low in the Eastern Conference. I just don't see anybody doing it. That's insane.
That's right, Ethan. Rui said, "Absolutely not. I'm not doing that." Michael says, "I'm a Knicks fan. The Hawks are the much better team." I hear you, Michael, but I honestly, for your sake, and also because entertainment value, I want to so badly see Joel Embiid go up against a hostile Knicks crowd in the playoffs. I think that would just be amazing. It would be amazing. I think it would be what's happening to Trae Young. Hopefully there's no spitting, but the hatred times 20 because What was that?
Saliva free hatred.
Oh yeah, hopefully. Like hopefully there's no, flying fluids anywhere. Ooh, damn it, Ben.
Look, and the big dog working still gets a call. Bertan, stop it. Grow up. You ain't, even if you had an ass on him, you still ain't stopping a rebound. All right? So shut the fuck up, Bertans. Grow up. All right? Stink. But that would be fun, Ryan. You're right. I agree with that. Go and be in the Garden with Spike there and a crowd there and a playoff environment. That's stuff you remember to Reggie Miller. Like there's things you remember.
And honestly, to Michael's point here, like I really want to see what a game looks like. Hopefully we see it in game 4 when Julius Randle is himself. Because he's been like, I got to really look throughout, like, because there's a lot of teams right now. Just first glance, he's been the most disappointing player throughout the entire playoffs so far.
Yeah.
Like, he's just flat out not showed up.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Him and
I was about to say that. Him and Jimmy are like a shell of themselves. Obviously, you saw what Jimmy and the Heat done today. I mean, neither Jimmy Butler, I don't even know where he was in that series, and obviously they got swept. But like you said, Ryan, Julius Randle hasn't been the same player so far these past 3 games in the playoffs for the Knicks.
Yep.
Yeah, and you know what? And they if you're watching, he wants to get left. They're not really letting him get left. It's having trouble going to his right and getting baskets.
And like you said too, Tommy, the Hawks have 2 guys down low and Hunter and Capella that are just defensive monsters down there, and then just giving Randall a tough time.
And even Collins, when they can throw him on him too.
Yeah. Yep.
They just got guys they can throw at him. But Jimmy was bad, but Randall's been even worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just because Jimmy's been kind of inconsistent this entire season. Randall, I mean, he was probably going to finish within the top 6, 7 in the MVP voting. You know what I'm saying? To where,
by the way, right, this man's going for 50 tonight.
Damn. How many does he have right now?
24.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why he's not getting to at least 40 is if this game is out of hand and he doesn't play the fourth quarter.
Yeah, true. John, we appreciate the super chat. Great way to support A2D Radio. We can't thank you guys enough when you guys do jump in with the super chats. He said Embiid is a gift from the basketball gods. Yeah, absolutely is. Big men win championships, Johnny. You know this, right? Big men win chips. So hopefully our big man will win one.
Freaking Alex Len.
And he's going online. Look at him. He said he was shooting.
Yeah, he was. I mean, that's real. No. Stop it. He was clearly in the shooting motion.
There's only 0.8 seconds left. He had to shoot that. Alex Len, what are you doing? What are you doing, Alex Len?
Yeah, that's a terrible foul.
I was saying, it's also not a basketball move either. He's not going for the basketball there.
He's great, Rob. He's great. He is a savage because he loves going and playing. I love the hostile environment. He wants to go somewhere like that. Michael said Randall's been. Did he miss it?
Yeah.
He's pissed. He's pissed.
2 times in a row he's missed one at the line.
The Ben stuff is becoming contagious.
Yeah, right. It's like hitting for the Phillies.
Oh, Lord.
Or lack thereof, I should say.
I was going to say what hitting.
Was that 25 for Joel at half?
Yeah.
Jeez.
The Sixers take a 14-point lead to the half. Joel Embiid leading all scorers with 25. Danny Green second in all scores with 15. And for the rest of the Sixers, Ben with 10, Toby, Seth both with 7, and then Matisse with 3, George Hill with 2, Dwight with 3. And then for the Wizards, Beal 14, Westbrook 14. Only guys in double figures for the Wizards.
So I want to ask you guys this. I know you guys touched on it on last night's show, Tom, as far as and because James Jackson brought up a name in here that reminded me of something. So the whole topic of the young duos, right? About where Ben and Joel kind of stack up around the league and everything. So Ralphie and I were talking the other night, and we were kind of like we like ranked like the top 5 young duos right now in the NBA, like who you would choose to kind of build your organization around. And I want to get your opinion, both the fam and Tom, because Ralphie, who did you say you would rather have? That's right, I'm coming after you. I'm coming at Ralphie's smiling because Ralphie and I talked about this at like 1:30 in the morning, and it was probably the most violent 1:30 in the morning conversation I think I've ever had. I mean, they were screaming. It was both just in the darkness. It was bad. Ralphie, who is the duo that you said you would rather have than Ben and Joel?
Luka and Porzingis.
Now, Tom, am I wrong, or is that a load of BS?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
How is that ridiculous, dude?
I told you I was coming after you. I told you.
Because the putting Porzingis in there is a train wreck.
It's a joke.
Yeah, but it was 28 or under best youngest duo. Or young duos under 28.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the age matches the criteria, but that's about it. You want to put him in like that top 5, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I have Luka and Porzingis. Yeah,
Oh,
top 5.
You have 2.
Yeah, 2.
That's just crazy. Like, how? Seriously, make the argument, Ralphie. Like, what was your argument? You kept going and going and going the other night.
Who was 1?
I had Jokic and Murray as my number 1.
See, I don't know how you can't have Tatum and Brown in your top 3.
See, mine's Joe and Ben. I don't care what he says.
That's mine.
That's so biased, though.
It's not.
Dude.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Jokic and Murray are better than Joel and Ben.
I don't know.
Two guys that can give you 30 each night from both of them. From both of them. While you have Joel Embiid that can only give you 40.
How many?
And you're lucky if you can get 15 from Ben every night.
How many points?
I understand that, but I do. But I know when Murray and Jokic get on the court, they both can get 30 points by themselves. They can do it.
How many points are they giving up?
What do you mean? How many points are they giving up?
How many points? I mean, you want to talk about how much they're scoring? Well, our guys can at least defend.
That's fine. But I got 2 guys that are giving me 60 points when they get on the court.
Did you watch Jamal Murray for the first half of the season?
But are we going off of this season? Like I asked you last night or the other night, are we going off of this season or as a whole?
I'm going off of the players that they are.
Yeah, then I'm taking Murray and Jokic if we're talking about the players that they are. Absolutely. Come on, you can't disagree with that. Jokic and Murray.
Listen, the Jokic and Murray and Embiid and Simmons are very close.
It's a good one.
That
I was a little wild with the Luka and Porzingis. Wanted to spice it up a little bit.
But I want to hear your argument. I want you to bring your argument to the air. I want you to say that now. Your argument.
What, the Luka and Porzingis?
Yeah.
Because I know both of them won't disappear like Ben Simmons.
And I said, Tom, Porzingis is the king of disappearing because he's not there for 3/4 of the friggin' season. And when he is, he's a flat-out liability. This isn't New York 2017.
Yeah, they give me 5 because of maybe their best player, but anything else, no. You know, I do have Brown and Tatum above them. But I have the Sixers slightly above that Denver combo.
Like Tom, if I gave you these 5, you know, I'll give you 6, okay? Duos. You tell me how you would rank them. Simmons Embiid, Tatum Brown, Jokic Murray, Booker Ayton, Mitchell Gobert, and Zion Ingram.
Well, Zion Ingram last right now.
I agree.
Not taking shots either one of them guys, but they're just last right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Red saying said I'm stuck in the bubble. He's stuck in the bubble.
Give me a couple. Give me Brown, Tatum.
Yep. Jokic Murray. You got Booker and Ayton, Mitchell Gobert, and then Simmons and Embiid.
Mitchell and Rudy last. Get them out of my face.
That's what I said too. That's what I said.
That's fine. Okay, so you and
That
I
was
have
my
the same order
five.
so far. Yep.
Second to last. And then give me Luka Porzingis can go there.
Okay, so then you're putting Luka Porzingis 4. Okay. Ooh, that's something that's going to get messy though, because then somebody's got to get bounced then, unless somebody's way down on Tom's list.
Give me Tatum and Brown
At 3. Okay.
Oh no, I didn't have what do you call it at 4. You gave me more than 4, Nate. You gave me more than 4. If you count Porzingis and all that.
Technically I gave you 7. Yeah, I gave you 7. So you would have Zion Ingram 7th, you would have Mitchell and Gobert 6th. Then you would put Luka and Porzingis 5th.
Yeah, just for
okay.
Singles. And then it really gets in the bread and butter. Then I would go I think then I go Brown Tatum.
At 4. Okay. Team show. There's no hate on Utah. You guys are in the top 5, top 6 young duos in the league.
Then I go
This is
then I'm going Murray Joker.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Then I'm going Booker Ayton. And then I'm going Joe Ben.
All right.
So I'm doing that.
Ralphie?
Booker
Go ahead.
And Ayton over Jokic and Murray?
See, listen.
I don't know what Jamal Murray is, Ralph.
Thank you.
I don't know what Jamal Murray is.
What do you mean you don't know what Jamal Murray is?
I saw him in a bubble have a great
He's
bubble.
a walking bucket.
Is he though?
He is.
I don't
He gets
know.
30 every night.
Just a glorified TJ Warren bubble.
Oh my
Bubbles.
God, TJ Warren, give me a
Blow
break.
another bubble. Blow another
me a
friggin'
break.
bubble.
Get a bubble bath over there.
Oh my God.
See what happened to the bubble heat. Come
I
on,
got
now.
him 3.
Swept.
Now you're yelling and screaming. I got him 3.
Oh man.
Above him right now.
Yeah, Dedrick. Yeah, I mean it's Booker and 8. I mean, listen, Ralphie's a little annoyed because he's going up against him in a series right now, so he can't talk him up too much.
Yeah.
Can't talk him up too much. But you know what? One thing I think we can agree on, though, Tom, there's a duo in this list that we didn't mention that I think is clearly the number one. And there was actually a graphic made for it. I'm just going to put it on the screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Probably better. I mean, that's a better one than him and what's his face, Book. It seems like.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, they'll find out. They'll find out. They'll have him for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
No, Bryce Murray's a good player. Okay, he's a really fun player, but he's also streaky. Everyone remembers the bubble, okay, and everyone remembers.
Oh my goodness!
But we got to remember how bad he was at the beginning of this season. Everyone was saying, "Oh, well, he left his talent in the bubble." Oh, the girlfriend. I'm not going to say that, but you know what I'm saying. There was a lot of stuff.
I'll say it. The girlfriend sucked it all out of him.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Jamal Murray's a good player. I'm not going to say he's not. Just because he was having a little bit of a down year. I mean, he's still a good player, and we know what Joker is. So, I mean, they're top 3. They're a top 3 duo, and mainly because of Joker puts them in the top 3. Just like Luka and Porzingis are going to be in the conversation somewhere in the top 6 because of Luka. Porzingis, but Luka puts them in the conversation. But the problem is Ben doesn't stink, and we know what Joe is. So.
That's the thing. Too. That's why I kept telling Ralph. I said, okay, if you want to do the argument Joe against Luka, okay, if you want to say that's a push, fine, because they're both pimps. They're both awesome, okay? You can both make an argument on who you would start a franchise with, whether it's Luka or Joel, okay? Then it's about, okay, who would you rather have, Porzingis or Ben? And while Ben Simmons drives us friggin' crazy, there is no planet where I'm taking Porzingis over him. There is no planet. And Ralphie, apparently you would take Porzingis over Ben. You would.
Right,
I mean, you would.
Right, he's a good player. That's the thing with Murray. He's a good player. Can be a really good scorer when he's feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got no issue with Jamal Murray, but he's not. They're not the best duo. But listen, we see a ton of people join us. Hit that like for us. Hit that subscribe button. Tell your
like it up.
Comment in. We'll read off everything you got. Team show. I don't know. I mean, I don't have. I'm not a psychiatrist. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
I can help you and tell you why he does or doesn't. I can just tell you if I get the Broad Street, which would be our parade, because I see you got the Utah symbol. I don't give a fuck what he does.
No, but team show's saying he would take Porzingis over Ben because Porzingis shoots threes.
No, I know where he's going with it because he's a Utah fan.
Yeah,
I know there's hatred involved in this. So now he. Oh my god! If you think Porzingis is better than Simmons, then I can't help anybody. All right, I can't help anybody.
And just because there was a lot of
he was saying either.
No.
Well, that smile, I felt him. Fucking smile.
And there's a lot of like other additions in this list. Like people were asking, like John Morant, where's Cat? So like I'll just read these other young duos because I have all of them, and just tell me if any of them crack the top 7 in your opinion, guys. Brogdon, Sabonis.
No,
I agree. Ralphie?
No, I did not.
There's one that you're about to name that's going to start something, unless you're going to flip flop.
Yeah.
Morant, Jackson.
Did I have him in my top 7? No, I did not have him.
No, you had another one that's coming up.
Yeah, he's coming up. I can't wait to say yes on this one.
No.
Van Vliet, Siakam.
Yes! Absolutely yes. Top 7.
Over who?
Van Vliet and Siakam.
Over who?
Over whoever's next in previous names.
Tell us who you would rather. Who was 7th?
Well, I already told you 7th. We went to 7.
No, but who's?
I have them over. Obviously, what's the other names that are on there? Obviously, over.
Oh, you have them over Zion and Ingram.
Zion and Ingram, John Morant and Jaren Jackson. I have them over Sabonis and Brogdon. Yeah, absolutely.
Tom, can you talk some sense into this child, please? Can you please?
Who's who got over him again?
I have them over Sabonis and Brogdon.
Who?
Siakam and Van Vliet.
Yeah. Over Sabonis. Okay.
And Jaren Jackson and John Morant. And Zion and Ingram.
I don't know. I think Dylan Brooks. You might make the case Dylan Brooks and John Morant over Jackson and Morant, but
that's fair.
Since you love scoring so much down there,
James, I'm not trolling. How is that trolling? Siakam and Van Vliet, top 7, brother. Top 7.
Ralphie's argument the other night was, hey, did you see what they did in the finals? And I said, yeah. I also saw a guy named Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, and when Kyle Lowry was not there, who stepped up? Off the bench. Didn't even start. Off the bench. Fred VanVleet got his money that offseason, the next offseason.
Happy for him. I love it. I'm happy. That's great.
So did Siakam, too. Come on.
What did Siakam?
Top 7. Mm-hmm. What has Brogdon and Sabonis done to be top 7 in the league? To be top 7 young duo in the league. What have they?
Nobody has Brogdon and Sabonis top 7.
Exactly, because they're not worthy of it. Van Vliet and Siakam are.
That's wrong. That's so wrong.
Okay, who's your 7th?
Luka and I'm sorry, Zion and Ingram.
Oh my God.
If you're building a freaking team, if you're building a team, because you
are in love with Zion Williamson.
I'm not in love with the 61% free throw percent, or not the free throw, the field goal
because
percent.
all he does is layups and dunks.
I don't give a damn.
Layups and dunks.
I don't give a damn.
That's
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. If it's going in, how do I care? Tom, do you care how it's going in the basket as long as it's going in the basket?
No.
I don't care. 61% field goal percentage.
Oh my God.
If you're building a franchise, if you're the GM, okay, if the Los Angeles Ralph Delavecchios draft you and say, hey,
Yeah.
you're going to be the GM, and you have two options. Either
Thank
take
you,
Van
James.
Vliet and Siakam or take Zion and Ingram for the rest of their careers. You're taking Van Vliet and Siakam?
Yes. Yes.
James, no chance. James, no chance. No chance. No chance. Siakam's a disappearing act.
Oh my God. Okay, and Zion's 20 years old with knee problems already, Ryan. What are you talking about?
Okay.
He's 20 years old with knee problems already.
Chances over the knee problems than somebody who just
Oh
disappeared.
my God. Here we go. Here we go. The knee problems. By the way, the Sixers are back on if you want to get back.
Yeah, we'll go back.
Yeah, you might want to escape this conversation.
Hey, by the way,
the Sixers.
that guy who just made a three, yeah, you would take Porzingis and Luka over him. Just saying.
Who?
The guy who just made a three, his name is Joel Hans Embiid.
Did you say his middle name too?
Of course I did. So he's got Bertans all flustered. Yeah.
Wow.
Get dominated.
All right, this game is over. I mean, geez, just run him out of the gym.
Oh.
Wow.
See, they heard you. They heard you. Oh, Red Sand. That's well done. Westbrook's eating up like popcorn. Maxey and Thibault are better than who? Van Vliet and Siakam? Maybe.
Oh God.
Yeah.
No, they're good. They're a good duo. They're fun.
Oh
Listen,
my goodness.
Listen, I mean, you can change your opinion on who's the better duo anytime, Ralphie. I mean,
I'm not doing it.
well, the ink's not dry yet, Ralphie. It's fine.
You're absolutely insane if you think Zion and Ingram are better than Van Vliet and Siakam as a duo.
They will be.
I just can't wrap around my head around it. I just can't do it.
I can't believe you would take Porzingis over Embiid. I mean, that's sad.
No, I wouldn't take Porzingis over Embiid. I'm taking Porzingis over Ben.
But you would take that duo over Embiid and Simmons.
Yeah. I
Embiid's
would.
greatness you just can't respect Embiid's greatness because your hatred for Ben Simmons.
Oh my God, Don. No duo would be better than Kate Cunningham and Jeremy Grant.
Turned on you. Oh, James turned on you.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Come on back to me.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, he thought he had me too.
That's ridiculous.
Damn shame.
You can't switch up like that, James. It's against the rules.
Fine.
Yeah, I didn't even think about Siakam and Van Vliet in the conversation.
What?
I mean, they both have here. The bias is going off, by the way.
Yep.
So maybe you can just add the bias.
Ethan, I do realize that.
I'll take the bias over. Say the same thing you're going to say. I was going to say the same thing, Tom.
Yep, you can just add the bias in over whoever the hell you want it in.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll take a 1-for-2 option.
Seth
Curry over Siakam, take it. Fine.
I'm out Wizards, 87-69, Sixers up 18. Blink of an eye, all 5 starters in double figures. Danny with 15, Toby with 14, Joe with 30, Seth with 10, Ben with 10. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Don, I know Ralphie's answer to this. Ralphie?
Well, no, that is the answer. That is the answer. Because they're underrated because they have ability to be in the conversation if they put a full year together next year. You know what I mean? They had a down year this year. Now, could it be having to play in Orlando and not playing in Toronto? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that's not easy on guys, relocating, all that. But them two had a down year this year. So, are they a little underrated? Maybe. Let's see what kind of year they have next year. And underrated still leaves them where they're at right now, which isn't where you have them, Ralph. Because I'm taking them two over them right now.
Oh, hey, Greg.
But that's more potential.
What's up, fellas?
What up, Greg?
Live. Are you in the office?
Huh?
Are you in the office?
No, I'm down at the beach house.
Well, what's that behind you?
Got Matt?
Oh, yeah, a painting.
That's
Oh,
pain.
it wasn't Matt.
Yeah.
But that was the U.S.
Are you doing a meteorology? Doing a little forecast?
Yeah, a little green screen.
Yeah.
Greg, I'll ask you just because I know you're a big Luka guy. If you had to take one duo, okay?
I won't let this go now, Ralph. You know this.
I know.
Yeah.
We're going to be on this all night long. Like,
No,
forget
listen,
the game.
the
Forget the game.
Was
At
so
this point.
ridiculous at 2 a.m. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to bring this to the air. Who would you rather have, Luka and Porzingis or Joel and Ben?
Joel and Ben.
And you love Luka, don't you?
I do. I hate Porzingis though.
Okay, now let me ask you this. What duo would you rather have? Van Vliet or Siakam or Ingram and Zion?
Van Vliet and Siakam.
Thank you. There we
Ingram's
go.
the best one out of that other duo.
Agreed.
I agree with that.
Yeah. But the other one just, layups and dunks and,
61% field goal percentage.
oh my God.
I mean, he's pretty good. I mean, I'm
I'm not saying he's not good. I'm just not a huge Zion fan. So
Greg makes decisions based off of hate, so you can't fully gauge this. I mean, it's just like unfair. You know what I mean? It's like bias. But wait, Ralph. I like Siakam and Van Vliet though. Like I'm not. I feel like Ryan's like
Siakam was down though after this year.
They had a down year. Both of them.
Siakam had a down year.
I can't stand Siakam. I am a hater of Siakam.
Donovan.
Yeah, I just couldn't took Zion. You could have put Ingram and Lonzo Ball, and I might have taken them over. But as soon as you threw Zion in there, it was like I'm taking the other time.
I almost did. That's the funny thing. I almost did.
Donovan super chat. We appreciate you, brother. He said Ben Simmons is about to be defensive player of the year. I'll take Ben over Porzingis. Yeah, most people with a brain would Ben over Porzingis.
They haven't named off the other awards, right? They still have to do the MVP and stuff. Gotcha.
No, yeah, they still got to do that.
And then the other honorables, real quick, before we, just wrap up this. Randall and Barrett. Obviously not the Randall right now. D'Lo and Cat, and then Sexton and Garland.
Oh God.
Excellent. I like that. I like that combo name.
I didn't come up with it. Twitter did.
Yes.
Oh God.
Did Danny Green just get hit in the Nuggets?
I think so.
You
You got the Jay Crowder special.
yeah, right.
Crowder special.
Oh yeah. Now he's doing the squat.
Yeah.
Trying to get him to drop down.
Yep, making sure they're still there.
It's the only way to cool him down for today.
I mean, it should be Edwards and Cat, or Russell and Cat, or any combo you want to go there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the same with Sexton and Garland. I mean, they just got to prove it. They can do it. They're all good duos, young duos. Can they put it all together? That's the question. I do like Anthony Edwards a lot. I do think if those three guys play together for a full year, I do believe that they could score with anybody. But can they play a full year?
Yeah.
Can Cat and D'Lo play a full year? But the other kid, for sure can flat out play Edwards. So that's a good little triplet. If they can all play for a full season, I would wonder where they would be in the West. Right? Could they be a 6 or 7? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Oh, Ben,
Damn it, Ben.
just come down with that.
Who are you yelling at? Gaffer? You onto the scoreboard?
Down 15. I would slow down.
Yeah, I know.
I know you want to love that momentum at home. Oh, thought he was shooting it.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say.
Still going to run the point.
Little Joel ISO. Danny?
If he would have made that one, I would have been like, whoa!
Groin check.
Yep. Danny with the nutsack 3. Beal for 3.
Okay, good. Yes. Fell on Westbrook, I'm guessing. Okay. Don asks, Don, if we can get to 45 likes, we're at 38 right now. We've got 68 people watching live on YouTube. If we get to 45 likes, we'll give everyone our top 3 most hated players in the NBA. That's the deal.
Cool.
I think Greg's list is like the same person 3 times.
Quite possibly, yes.
Oh, Don.
Wow, Don. Come on, Don.
Jeez.
That was a little clip. Like he says. Yeah, Trey Young and Hudo, Steve.
I was doing
receding
that
hairline.
I was doing that for what, like 25 minutes, Ralph, the other night. I'm like, Trey Young and who? Bogdanovich? No.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hunter? No. John Collins? No.
Clint Capella.
Is he under 28?
Oh, was that the?
Yeah, like the young.
That was okay. No, he's not though.
Sixers up 88-73. Tobias shooting second one at the line here.
That was the impressive part. I know you guys were on for the first the first half, but that was the impressive part, being able to be up in control of the game and Tobias be, low man. You know what I mean? Like, and it just goes to show that, when we play as a team and our other guys hit their shots, it doesn't really matter, what everybody does, because anybody can hurt you, right?
Yeah, that was a monster block by Joe. That's fun. Yeah. You're right. Now he's up to 16 now. Now he's your second leading scorer. But at that point in time, yeah. And you withstood their probably would be their best effort early in a game that you don't want to lose.
Why would it get down to 4, like right at 4 at the closest, and then it ballooned back up to 16?
Yep. And they all came back in and they started, they got their rhythm back and boom, boom, boom. Danny hit a bunch of threes. They had a bunch of threes in a row. Look at this guy.
Oh, my Lord Jesus.
Oh, I don't know. Who's going to stop that? Have fun. Have fun trying to stop that for 7 straight games.
You get another piece, too? You get another block there, too?
I don't know if they gave him one for that one. I'll let you know. Right now, they got him listed as 1.
Oh, Capella's 27.
But he's got 32 tonight, just to throw it out there. Westbrook's got 20, the lead, the Wizards.
And we love that. I love when Russell Westbrook leads the Wizard in scoring.
Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
He's 8 for 15, so it's not like he shot the ball bad. 3 for 5 from 3. They had a really good, productive night.
What's Beal's percentage? Yeah,
Beal's actually the struggle bus, 38%. Field goal percentage, 20% from 3, 1 for 5. So, I mean, there's the difference.
Popcorn gate.
Nasty says, since y'all asked for Ben Simmons' stat line in the second quarter, I'm not sure anything changed.
Usually doesn't.
Wow, you guys are quick. We already got to 50. Good job, man.
I almost want to say get it to 100. But, yeah, get them likes to 100. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Most 3 hated players in the NBA?
That's tough.
I
hate a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, one for me is Donovan Mitchell. I hate the face. I don't know why. I just hate Donovan Mitchell. There's no reason for it. I just think he was a little bit of a baby when he was younger.
Still is.
Yep, turn me off. Turn me off from Mr. Volume scorer. Volume shooter to score. My next one. I try to tell you, I don't hate greatness, so I'm going to leave that guy out of it. I just don't hate greatness in the moment. He's too much. But I'll go Porzingis because I just always hated Porzingis.
Great one. It's a great name.
And man, hated's hard. I always try to pick out good players to do this with too. You know what I mean? Not like scrubs.
Yeah, same.
But give me Trey Young. I don't like Trey Young. I I always felt like he wants to be Steph Curry, and I don't know. I just have a thing for Trae Young. These are not saying none of these guys aren't good at basketball. These are just hated guys. Nope. No, you know what? No. He can stay off he can stay off the list. No, fuck it. Put him on.
Who are you gonna say?
Who's your honorable mention then?
Harden.
Okay.
Greg, go ahead. Because I think yours is easy.
Oh yeah. LeBron James, James Harden, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I don't hate Russ.
Ralphie, I'll go real quick.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about mine.
Without a doubt, Paul George. Number 2, I'm gonna go Kyrie Irving. Number
why the Paul George? Just for you. Like I'm not like it's not a debate. This is who we each hate.
I think he's the most overrated athlete. Just something about him. Something that like he gets hot for a week and everyone's like, oh my God, this is it. He's figured it out. He's turned the corner. I just hate the fact that he had a really good series against LeBron in Indiana and he's the next coming. I think he's a flake. I think he's a freaking flake.
Yeah, I mean, he had a really good career in Indiana before the injury, and he came back from that injury, which I don't know if anybody thought he would, and still is a damn good player. But no, you can hate whoever you want to hate.
Kyrie Irving for the obvious thing, and then the third one, it's really tough. But see, Don just said it. It's Blake Griffin to me. Like the guy still acts like he's a friggin' like it's 2011, 2012.
Yeah, he should never act like that because he's never been good.
No, and even he was known for the dunks, and even the dunks, like you didn't jump over the car. Stop. You jumped over like a tire. Enough. You know what I'm saying? Like enough.
He had a good mid-range game. And he extended it and he can shoot a little bit. I mean, yeah, I don't care enough to hate Blake. But yeah, I could see the hatred back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely did. I agree with you. I did hate Blake when he was at the Clippers, but since then it's just like I don't even know who he is.
Yeah, I don't know who you.
He was like the reason why he's still on the list. He was my number 1 hated basketball player for 8 years straight. You know what I'm saying? To where that's like carried over a little bit.
I think Paul George gets bad hate now. Like if that's fair. Like
where it's like becoming a trend almost.
Like I just
hate on him.
I just think where he plays now he's like hated, like which is funny because like nobody ever hated the Clippers really besides the Blake Griffin years, right? But like I just think of where he plays and some of the things he says is stupid. But
I think you know what I think it is. I think it's, and you can talk about this entire franchise with all the players. It's the franchise that has the least amount of self-awareness. It's like, dude, you tried to build a super team, and obviously they're still alive in the playoffs right now, but up until this point, they have failed miserably. And then you have the load managed teams. You know what I'm saying? It's like the way they go about things, I don't like. The Clippers, I didn't mind the Clippers a couple years ago, but now it's like the super team wannabe organization.
Yeah,
that never worked.
I don't care about the Kawhi sitting because that's his Kawhi's are a little crummish to me. Always has been. I don't have the Paul George hate as much, but I can see where I can see where. Oh my god. But I can see where people get the hate though. I just think some of it's like, what he came back from. I think like should almost like get him to come back and still be this good of a player. I think should give him like a little, almost like a free pass on hate. But he went to the Clippers, so that's what comes with it. Comes with it. You know what I mean? You want to go to a big market outside Indiana? Criticisms and hatred are going to be part of the game, babe.
Yeah. Ralphie, I'm very interested to see your top
14 of 18 from field goals.
Yep, and a playoff career high of 36, which I can't believe that's a playoff career high.
And one of his misses with that dunk that he tried to bring down the rim on.
Yeah.
Ralph, your top 3?
My top 3, 1 and 2. Go ahead, Greg. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to Tom Selmate, Rudy Gobert, good one, not mentioned yet.
Yeah, I hate Rudy too. You're too jazzy. on that because then it would have been an agenda. Yeah, I mean, it would have been.
Well, I mean, he did touch
jazz
the
hands.
microphones. I was gonna say he did touch the microphones.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Seth for 3. Sixers up 21 at
Oh.
100. You want to talk about the Nets can score? Thanks. So can we? You know what I mean? Especially if you don't want to play defense.
Ish Smith, Ick
This team isn't any good.
Smith.
The
Go ahead,
better.
Ralphie.
Oh, my 1 and 2, they play they play on the same team as each other. But my first one is Pat Bev. Hate Pat Bev. Hate him. The dude, he runs his mouth, and dude, you have 2 points at the end of the game. Dude, 2 points and 6 fouls in 8 minutes. Awesome, wonderful, great job. And then the other one you guys talked to him already, Paul George. I can't stand that dude at all. Okay, the little interview he did when he signed with the Clippers. Oh, I grew up as a Clippers fan. Nobody grows up as a Clippers fan, Paul. Nobody does. Okay, nobody does. All right. You wanted to go with Kawhi because everybody else who's already taken it with the Lakers. I understand that you felt a little betrayed that we didn't trade for you, so you went with the Clippers. I understand that. And my third guy, even though I think he's one of the best young duos in the league, I'm gonna go Jamal Murray as my third hated player. Just a little the bullshit he did with Lonzo Ball
No call there.
Wait, hold on. Did you catch that, Tom?
Which part? The Clippers hate at the beginning or the Jamal Murray?
The Clippers hate, obviously. I mean, he's going to throw 2 Clippers in there. I mean, you could write that down. He goes on and talks about how, Jamal Murray this, and then he puts him as top 3 hated player?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Jesus, man.
Absolutely.
He's fitting his agenda now.
I mean, you were talking like you were the girlfriend 5-10 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? Now he's a top 3 hated?
And one.
So those are my 3.
On the way with this one. 107.82. 107.82. Wow.
B-ball Paul's coming in soon, Tommy.
Oh, here we go.
Here he comes.
Tom, you should put that as your top 3. B-ball Paul.
No, because I
Come on, Ben. Break the seal.
Come on, Benny.
Oh.
You're that far in front?
Wait, what?
Another miss?
How are you that far ahead?
Am I that far? My bad.
No, you're fine. Just was disappointed in the miss again.
Yeah, me too.
Wasn't as disappointed. I'm not as disappointed in you going before. This is just a missed disappointment.
That's the one caveat with Ben, right? Like, he's going to go off field goal wise, and he's going to be great, but he's going to be an absolute atrocity at the line.
Yep.
That's going to be the caveat.
There's always something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't give a shit if we're blowing teams out like this. But look, there you go.
Bang! I mean, play some defense, Gafford. You screaming now?
Yeah, Scott Book's getting fired after this.
I don't
might
think
get fired
fired.
before game 4.
I mean, what else is he going to do with this team?
Well, don't tell Yusuf that.
Yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to do with this roster.
What's he supposed to do with this roster and this cap hell that they're in?
Good old John Wall.
Do you think Russell Westbrook, like percentage-wise, do you think Westbrook's going to be on the Wizards at the start of next year?
I just think because his contract. Yes, you know what I mean?
Okay. I hear you. I mean, I agree with you, but after they were able to trade Westbrook's contract one time, it's like, well, damn.
No, it goes back to kind of like when you look in baseball, right? Vernon Wells getting traded 3 times on the contract. Matt Kemp.
Vernon Wells. It's a great name.
That's a one hell of a drop by you, Greg. That was phenomenal.
Matt Kemp, another one, right? Yeah, you're right, Ryan. You could always trade contracts, but it's like, what team
always thinks they can fix somebody else?
Agree, but what team is going to take 44 next year and then 47 the year after that?
I thought he only had 1 more year left. Does he have 2?
Well, I guess this is what 2023 looks to be a player option then. Okay. So wherever he's at, I think he's going to cash in on $47 million.
I could just see, say for example, Miami, right? They don't get the splash that they need. Say, for example,
Poor Miami.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
who's Jimmy going to blame it on this time?
Imagine Jimmy and Westbrook. Jesus. That would be so much fun, and yet, I don't know. I mean, that's like a ticking time bomb right there.
Right, but like in order for that to happen, Miami's got to trade half their roster to make the money work. You know what I mean?
They might. I mean, the way they're talking right now, it's trade anybody but Bam and Jimmy. That's the way they're talking down there. I agree with you, Greg. I wouldn't touch it. I'm not making that move. But I could see a team like that being desperate to where they
disagree there.
They miss in free agency because everyone's saying, "Oh, Kawhi is going to go there" and all that stuff, and they're like, "Oh, we have a bunch of young pieces." Obviously, the Wizards would do it in 2 seconds because then they would get like Hero and Robinson and maybe Ochua, those guys like that. Maybe not all 3 for Westbrook just because of the contract stuff.
Don't tempt me here.
What do you tempt you? What? Oh, the machine.
There we go.
It's the return of the machine.
We're not even in the off season yet, and the machine has been pulled out.
Listen, don't threaten me with a good time.
I love it.
What's
Quick
fun?
question. Oh, go ahead, Tommy.
No, sorry, Ralphie. Don brought up one of my hated guys in Zach LaVine that I didn't even mention because I haven't heard his name in a long time, besides tonight. So, we haven't heard of it for a while because you're not in the playoffs.
Bazinga.
Yeah, when you're not in the playoffs, you sort of forget about a guy.
That's a great point though, Don. I'm very surprised that he didn't name him. Oh, there you go, Shake. Stay hot. So you got Ben, Dwight, George Hill, Matisse.
Oh my God.
Shake Milton.
The Heat have no one under contract next year. Like their whole team is like contracts over.
Really?
It's amazing.
Other than the kids, right?
No. Everything says their contract. So Vic Oladipo, Dragic, Iggy, Ariza, Bjelica, Hero, Robinson, Nunn.
Jeez.
All contracts over. Now, I mean, they're all, could sign, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
To make that happen, they probably have to get Oladipo a sign and trade, re-sign Hero, trade him. And that would be kind of like your 2 packages to start for Westbrook.
Jesus. I'm glad we're not in that situation.
I think the Wizards do that.
Ferk?
Except for the fact that now if they do that, now they're going to have 3 shooting guards to go with Bradley Beal.
Greg, what's going on with your son right now?
I don't know. Ever since he put the Colgate toothpaste shoes on.
What was the pair of shoes that he was hot? Was it the hot
the yellows?
Reds,
the yellows.
Oh, the limes, the lime green yellows.
Yeah, like the highlighter yellow shoes.
Somebody's going to need to fly that down there.
Wow, fucking 109.86, crazy in a must win for a Wizards team, like a desperate team.
We don't see Joel again, correct?
Shouldn't.
Yeah, James, it's coming. B-ball Paul, it's going to be erupted probably in the next 5-10 minutes here. Sportsman's top 3 most hated goes Mitchell, Gobert, Kyrie. So the two big, so the Utah Jazz and Kyrie.
I don't think, although I agree with Kyrie, I don't think he makes my top 5.
I'm shocked by that because you don't like the chirpers, Greg.
No, see, Kyrie's good. He's just a weirdo, but he's good.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Harden's not good.
No,
Harden's whatever to me. Kyrie's better than Harden.
I agree. I think Harden is just overinflated because of the era of the NBA we're in.
All right, so here's something now. Who's the guy in the NBA that you really like, but you believe that you're like in the minority of liking the player?
Oh, that's a good question.
I mean, hell, I could just stick with my own team and say Ben Simmons.
No, other than no. Like, I can't even say Ben because sometimes I don't like him.
That's a good question.
I would say, you know what? I'll say LeBron.
You're gonna
Because-
get bottom right very happy right now.
No, because I just I don't hate him. Like I could do with the extra, but as a basketball player, I don't hate him. You know what I mean? Like I just don't care enough. You know what I mean? Maybe it's that. Like I'm in a minority because I don't care enough. I know what Mike is. You know what I mean? So I just know. Like, so I don't get upset enough about it. Like I understand he's a great basketball player and definitely however you want to rank it, top 5, top 10 of all time. You know what I mean? So there's no ever debating that. And I'm not going to sit here and debate it. I think too many people want to debate that on where he stands for him. You know what I mean? Like I could do with the extra. I could do without the theatrics, right? On the basketball court, I could do without it. But he's rolling over like he was shot. Like somebody shot him. I thought there was an execution at the game. You know what I mean? And you got poked in the eye.
Gracie Knoll talk.
You know what I mean? So it's like I could do without that, but he's still a great player. So I don't want to have. I try to avoid hating greatness in the moment nowadays. If that makes sense.
Don took mine. I was gonna go Draymond Green.
Oh, he freaking took Don. Get out of my head. All right, I'll call it another one. No, I love Draymond Green. I love him.
Yeah.
Greg, because I gotta think of another one now.
Kevin Durant.
Oh, I love Durant. I won't even.
That's a good one.
I love Durant.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people have obviously soured on him. You know what I mean? With his move to Golden State and then being out a year, people obviously some people forgot about him, but I mean, dude is just disgusting.
I don't get too carried away with the Warriors thing. I mean, obviously we were all upset about it, at the very beginning, but he did something that I think 85-90% of the people would have done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and there's no doubt.
Yeah.
But that's, again, when we sit here and talk like the NBA, that's what there is. Like, that's why you have free agency. You can go make your own decision to go do whatever you want, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, turnover shake. Shocker.
Yeah, I mean, this is his role right now, playing garbage time. I mean, you can't – there's no planet where he can be over to Tyrese Maxey right now. I'm not saying Tyrese Maxey is awesome either. His shake he's a walking disaster at the moment. Ralphie?
I said Draymond Green.
Oh, you want Draymond? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I don't like Harden, so I'm not going to say that. I don't hate him, though. Tatum's a good one. Like Ethan says, Jason Tatum. Let's see. James Jackson says Chris Middleton.
Now, is it because Tatum plays for Boston? Do you think that's the reason why, or?
I think so. I think it's like a guilty by association type thing. Because Tatum's never. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tatum's never said anything.
No.
No. Just should be here.
He's like damn right he should be. Never was going to happen. You know what he is? Tatum's kind of like Dak Prescott to me. Like I look at them both, kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? Where I should hate them because of the teams they're on, but I don't hate them as players or people.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dak Prescott's a good one on that one.
Yeah.
Guilty by association, but yeah.
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 30, 22, 36. And 22 is a game we blew them out in as well.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's why
4 shots. He missed 4 shots tonight.
That's why last night I felt like he was going to be our player of the game. Not that that's a bold prediction. It's like
pretty sturdy limb you walked out on there.
I felt like it was a 40 game for him. You know what I mean? That's all.
Yeah. I get you.
It felt like, you know what? I haven't, like with a takeover game, he just hasn't had to.
Yeah.
And not that he had to in this one either, but he took this one over.
Listen, I got to make a formal apology. The fact that at the beginning of the year I said that Shake Milton was going to be Doc Rivers equivalent to Lou Williams, I friggin' apologize. Get him off the court. Get him. I don't care if it's garbage time.
I wonder why Tobias is
we're
on the
getting
court
offensive
still.
fouls right now. I mean, come on. Get some Isaiah Joe action in here. Get him off the floor.
Yeah, good apology though.
No, I got to be accountable. I mean, that's the coldest take maybe of 2020, 2021, maybe of the last 10 years.
I mean,
That was pretty bad, right?
And you're not the only one. I mean, there was a lot of 6-man of the year talk coming out of.
That's true. Yeah,
of the early airwaves here.
Mm-hmm. Listen, and you know what it was, Greg? Like, he had all the tools. He was put in the situation. Hey, we're gonna have Shake be Shake. We're gonna have him play serious amount of minutes first off the bench.
Much of an old man's game.
He can't
like,
friggin' dribble. He can't dribble the basketball.
Yeah, and he can't separate enough to get away with it.
And this is why I hate Russell Westbrook, right? They just flashed his triple-double up on the screen. You're getting blown out by 30 points.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
The 24, 11, and 10. Doing so much damage, Greg.
Yeah.
So much damage.
So impactful to the game.
Yeah.
Stephen White, that's a good point. He says it was fool's gold, doesn't play well against stronger players.
Shoot, Matisse. Oh, come on.
I've never heard those words said ever.
I mean,
Matisse.
garbage time.
No,
he needs to find a bucket somehow.
Why, is he on triple-double watcher? Oh, my God. I thought Tyrese getting palmsy with Westbrook. I don't mind that.
Wow, what a joke for these two. Hate to say it. You know what I mean?
So going back to the percentage. What was that, Tom?
Hate to be the big bad wolf on the block. I just hate to be it. You know what I mean? come out and just whoop up on a team in a must win for them.
Yeah.
I don't care if
in their own house. In their own house.
Yeah, I don't care if you're an 8 seed or not.
Mm-mm. So I'll ask you. I'll combine it from my earlier question. What's the percentage chance that both of them are on the same team or on the Wizards, Beal and Westbrook? Because we always have to throw in the 100 Beal trade rumors that come out every year.
I'll go 50%. I'll go 50%.
Yeah, I'll go 60-40. They're on the same team.
Yeah, I'll go like 55, 60%.
And
sorry, I had to go get my popcorn.
Oh my goodness! Look at this guy. Salt in the wound, and Maxie with a bucket. Salt on the popcorn and in the wound.
Oh, he's got the big bucket too. Damn.
Yeah.
Fresh made, homemade by me.
Jesus.
Does he look like a guy who's going the small bucket?
No,
but just the way, he moved. The way he moved so quick, and he brings in the tray.
Got it.
Double fisted popcorn. Jeez. Maps in the background and all.
And over here, we're gonna have 80% sun tomorrow.
Yeah, not so.
They're both on the same team. I'll go, 65%, just because I think Russ would be the one. If I'm the Wizards, Russ is the one I trade. And that's the one I think is the harder trade to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Greg, I don't know what team out there would want to take on that load of a contract, man. Jeez. Was it 43 this year and then 47 next year?
It's 43 43 next year, and then a player option for 47. Like, what idiot player's not signing in on that?
Yeah.
Here's a good question. I love these questions you're bringing in, fam. He says, Tom Soulmate says, who is the player on a rival team that would be one of your favorites if they were on a different team? I'll just go early. I'll say Tatum.
I don't watch enough NBA to care anymore outside of the Sixers.
Ralph?
But a guy like Bradley Beal, I would obviously love. You know what I mean? Like, since we're obviously in this series, you know what I mean? Like,
Durant's another one for me. I like him, but like he would, if he was still in the West, he would probably be one of my favorite players also.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know. It's a good question.
It is a good question. It is.
I would say a guy like Durant. You know, he just wasn't there. You know what I mean? If he went anywhere but there, and then try to super it up again.
Now, if Embiid, I'm very interested to see where this goes. If Embiid was on any other team but ours, would you guys dislike him? To me, I think I would. Actually, I know I would. Like, he would be probably number one for me as hated.
It would depend on the team he was on. It would depend on the team if he's on. Like, if he was on the Hornets and like was like relatively
harmless,
yeah, then no. But like, if he was on like the Knicks, you know what I mean, or like the Lakers.
If he was on the Celtics, he would probably be one of my most hated players of my lifetime. Probably if he was on the Celtics.
Could he be eating our lunch too?
Yeah, and he talks, he chirps everybody.
Oh yeah.
Which you know what I'm saying? Like, Philly's one of those people to where we love the chirpers unless they're chirping at us.
Mm-hmm. I think he's right up there. I mean, that's my son. You know what I mean? That's my son because he's in Philly. I don't know if he's my son if he's not. Now, I would respect the hell out of what he is though, as a big, because I love myself the big guy. You know what I mean? I've always been pretty adamant about loving the big guy in the NBA, especially like the dominant one. So, you know, it would be hard for me to like not probably like it, but on air hate it, right? Like on air, you know, you would hear me chirping about him all the time.
Yeah.
But off there, I'm like, I love this guy.
That's a great one, John.
Tom, look at John's comment.
Oh no, pants. He'd be naked all day, John. It'd be nice about the pants.
We would have 22 championships right now.
I would just have a fucking beard and nothing on.
You'd be like that from the other guys, the husband.
No, only he's wearing is a beard.
Everything under this, shave. Arnie Palmies.
Speaking of shades, Manscaped, good pull.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Ralphie would be hammering out those products.
The code never ends. I love this promo code.
He'll be on freaking commercials.
And I'm not giving a read yet because I don't have it done, or I just would have right there when. So
I'll edit it in the commercial, Tom. I'll edit it in the.
You guys can go to our ATD socials and find that promo code because it's live. That's all I'll say. That one. What is they're saying doing those one hip thrusts from the ground like Embiid on the fast break game too. Yeah. And we would be hating that if that was against us.
Tee him up.
You guys dry up in the fucking air. Dry up in that fucking air on us.
This would be Ralph, but it would be without clothing.
Got it!
The goods.
Yep.
A lot of movement right there.
A lot of goods.
My milkshake brings other girls.
Oh Lord, John.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he's not wrong.
Warm up unis.
Yep.
Probably just have a warm up uni on, nothing underneath.
Team show, our local Utah Jazz fan says, "What if Embiid was on the Jazz?" Yeah, hatred.
No, I don't know if I would hate him just because it's not Rudy Gobert. So I wouldn't care. I would probably like him if he was on the Jazz. because it wouldn't matter enough to hate him.
Yeah. So that means, like, do we get Rudy in exchange?
Yeah, like, how
Does
would
he
that
come
work?
over?
Yeah, because then we do hate him.
Yeah. Jesus, imagine an offense with Ben Simmons and Rudy Gobert. Good Jesus.
Oh my God! And then we're saying he didn't touch the mic.
It's like the Virginia college team.
Yep.
Scoring 50 points, 40 points.
Yeah, trying to really play great D.
Yeah.
We'd be like, he didn't touch the mic. He didn't touch the mic.
Nope.
He didn't touch it.
It was a slip. He slipped.
Yeah. Fucking all defense team.
Dwight, shoot that. Shoot that, Dwight. That's not a moving screen. All right, that might be a moving screen. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even if he's slightly moving.
It's getting called.
Even if he's slightly moving.
This is a good prediction. I'm interested to see the odds on it. Maybe Nate can give this to us on Fridays. Lonzo, most improved player next season.
Couldn't he gotten that this year?
He would have been up there. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have been up there. Yeah.
Runaway with Randall. Yeah. Who were the other two candidates, Ralphie, for that?
It's
For
funny
that
too.
award?
I don't necessarily feel that like Randall is the most improved. It's just
I'll look
his
it up.
situation got improved around him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Randall's always been a beast. It's just he's been in hell all the time.
Hive's coming back. They're going to ask for
Sting.
minutes.
Sting.
Oh.
Sting.
Stingers are going to ask for minutes now.
There it is. James Jackson, the Hive. The Hive.
They're coming. Don't you guys
It was
Spell buzz.
did he make that?
No, Brick.
it was Julius Randle, Jeremy Grant, and Michael Porter Jr. for the runners for the candidates.
Lonzo wasn't in that?
No. Nope.
A rare
I mean,
check.
Jeremy Grant is whole
I agree.
whole team dead except for Wheeler.
Yeah.
I mean,
love
Jeremy
him.
Grant really is the winner of that. Like he's the only one that's really improved. But like I said, Randall's just situation improved, so he's getting his due, which I'm fine with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I mean the Jeremy Grant contract. I remember when he was signed, everyone was saying, "Oh, that's the worst contract in the NBA. How can you sign him to that?" That quieted everybody real quick.
You're welcome, NBA, for the process. You're welcome.
Yep, him and Drew Holiday.
Yeah, and Christian Wood. Don't forget Christian Wood was
no one knows.
process guy.
Ish Smith.
Ish Smith. Yep.
You're welcome.
A little.
Where is the great Tony Roten playing now?
Buckets!
Is he alive? Ray
kid-
Allen.
The kid might get ice cream tonight.
I've been waiting 3 weeks to say Ray Allen, and it's finally happened.
He's here. He checked in for the playoffs.
He finally got playoff Ray. Probably won't see it until Game 3 of next series, but
How Neto with a step back. Are you shitting me here?
yeah.
And the Trey Burke Hive is going nuts right now with Raul Neto like throwing up bricks.
Why is Hachimura like 3 times?
Oh,
Shit.
What?
Jesus Christ. Bible.
Matisse heading to the locker room.
Hachimura might have no basketball IQ. I mean, I feel like he had the one-on-one matchup versus Shake, and he wants a pass out of that for a Neto step back 3, and then got the rebound and had nobody around him and pulled it out. So stay hot, I guess. Jesus God.
So from our starters, we got Toby, 20 points, 13 rebounds. Danny, 15 points, 4 rebounds. Joel, 36 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals. Ben, 14, 9 assists, 5 boards. And Seth with 15 points, 6 assists. Hachimura with 10 and 5 rebounds. Russ, we saw the triple-dub, 26, 12, and 10. Beal, 25 is a minus 29. Bertans is a minus 34. with a solid 8 points from
Minus 34.
in 31 minutes.
I'm so glad I disowned him. I'm so glad.
Alex Len having a monster day. 2 points, 2 rebounds.
Green, no, because we're up by like 40. So, and Ben hasn't played no, they've been on cruise control the past like 30 minutes.
What's wrong with Ben's game? He had 14, 9, and 5.
Yeah,
but he had
7 of 10 7 of 10 shooting.
Yeah, that's the thing, Greg. I was going to say he was 7 for 10 from the field. I mean, that's aggressive. That's having an impact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, 0 for 6 or 0 for 5 from the line. Yeah, still struggle, but that's that's nitpicking right there. You know what I mean?
And we're up by like 40.
0 for 3 from the line tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So but you're right. Only 2 turnovers, which is good on the road.
Yeah,
30 minutes, 9 assists, 5 boards. So I got no problem with tonight at all.
And if it was a closer game, he would have had way more urgency. You know what I'm saying? He was on cruise control right for the second quarter. He was just getting his teammates involved. So no, I don't. I mean, he could have had friggin' 4 tonight. I don't care.
Again, he started out strong again. I think he had 6 points in the first quarter. He had the runner to the attack, and then he got the dunk from Seth.
Yep.
So he was vocal and he was in the game early, and that's what we want from him.
If he at the minimum, right? If he at the minimum is getting off to these hot starts early and he's setting the tone, and then Toby and then Joel kind of take over late, and they kind of separate as they go on. I don't care. Like I said, I know we all, and me included, the biggest reason why I didn't have them going all the way and winning the whole thing was because my question marks with Ben Simmons, and we've all been hard on him, but if you're winning like this and Simmons is getting off to that early start and he's having a presence in the game, whether it's defense or playing aggressive and all that stuff, I don't care. I don't, and nor should anybody.
And it's like we said, kind of right as I came on, right? Toby only had 7 points in the first quarter. Mm-hmm. He's now got 20. So Ben had all his points in the first half because Toby was down. So there's that give and take. You know what I mean? Toby got a little hot and was more active in the second half, and that's where Ben kind of, as Tom loves to say, read the room, right, and take that step back and be more the distributor guy.
Hey, guys, you know what time it is?
Uh-oh.
It's time to get out of the mud.
It's that time.
It's a time to emerge from the mud.
Shake checks in for the.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Do you think I do?
No. I'm not telling you do. I'm just telling you I don't.
Yeah, can somebody tell us in the comments what that means? Ralphie, do you know what it means?
No.
Greg? I'm just checking. I didn't think it did.
That would be a type of thing you would know, I feel like.
Who, me?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Sorry.
No, I just feel like you would have.
Sorry to disappoint you there.
You did sound disappointed, Tom. You did.
Yeah, I just felt like you would have seen it.
Quick Google search. You know what I'm saying, Greg?
Why does Mike Scott look like he's trying to flex? Calm down.
Because he actually got on the court and he made a 3.
And now he's telling guys who they're covering.
Oh, okay.
Calm down, Mike.
Is that Isaac Bonga, Ralphie?
Yes, it is. Ex-Laker Isaac Bonga. Yep. Yes, it is.
Were you going to get some, Cassius Winston? Is that who it is?
Yep. Yep. I hope so.
There goes the pants.
Officially pantsless.
Offensive foul and shake. Yep. Another one. What's that? His third tonight, Rye?
Second. Tyler Horton. What does that mean, Tyler Horton? Somebody tell us.
Corky's a +2 off the bench. Look at my son. Shake 3 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 2 points.
Your son's now -1 after that bucket. Throw it out there.
You're right.
Tom checking in with the live plus minus updates.
God, waiting for him. Mike Scott puts him back up +2.
Sting.
The Hive. Tell people where they're playing. 2 for 2.
Oh, Jesse says that it's just a bad spot. It's like a wait a second. Oh, okay, Tyler. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Out the mud meets out the mud. That's what I'm getting here. No one's giving me answers. Okay. I might stop saying it now, just based off of protest.
So out the mud means
Out the mud.
Like get out of the maybe like out of like you're struggling.
out of the G League? Like he's out of the G League. Is that what that meant? Like, is that what that when that started? Okay.
Oh, here you go. I think John went to the dictionary. When you've reached a certain level of financial stability, lifestyle, etc., and you've started with far less, you got out of the mud.
Okay.
So like starting from the bottom, now we're here type mentality.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's another easier way to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's arrived.
Makes sense.
Okay. I mean, I'll give him that. All right, then you're out the mud.
There we go. He said it.
That's out the mud. I don't know what else to say. I mean,
But is he really like he's a second round pick?
Greg, knowing how all of our second rounders in the I mean, that wasn't great, Shake. I mean, come on, give B-Ball Paul a chance to get out the mud there with a good pass. But no,
I would give him that when he signs his next deal and actually potentially makes money.
and is officially out the mud, you're saying?
Yes.
So maybe he's got like 1 foot out the mud.
Yeah, like he's mudless. He's got some traction.
Yeah, like maybe he's still in the dirt. Maybe he's not mud. Maybe it's like dirt. It's a little dried up.
A little sand.
Yeah, a little sand.
By the way, that was a good rebound out the mud by B-Ball Paul.
Yeah, I mean, even if he doesn't sign another contract, he'd go to China and be out the mud.
Great, another rebound by B-Ball Paul at the mud.
Yep. But he's back in the mud.
Yeah, great miss out of the mud.
We're muddy. He's muddy now. So
yeah, Jesse, he's in the gravel.
I mean, what did he make this year? Somebody tell me what he made. I'll tell you if he's out the mud.
I'd think probably like
Give me a second.
Like 800,000 probably.
I don't even think it's that, but yeah.
Maybe it's 800,000. I mean, he's sort of out the mud. Sort of out the mud.
Well, no, I know, but that's why I was saying I don't even think it's that.
I mean, is he out the mud if he gets like 400,000?
I got to check his financials.
Aduba Herrera said he made 500 million.
All right, I mean, he might be out the mud. All right, 600,000.
Yeah, he's out the mud.
He's had a 3-year, $3.9 million. So
Stephen White says technically 6 figures is out the mud.
Okay, but I mean, how much is that guaranteed? 3.6 million. Because now we're getting real technical on the mud.
I don't think any second round pick is guaranteed.
I don't think any of it really is. Just this year's. So it was prorated.
Then they signed him to a 3-year deal, though, Greg. So are you reading his contract?
Yeah.
Okay, so this wasn't out of the draft. This was the most recent contract,
including 609, 128,000 guaranteed.
Okay,
and an annual salary of 1.3.
Okay.
So next year, if he makes a team, it looks like he'll make 1.5, but it's not guaranteed. So he'll probably still be on that 2-way deal, where when he's down with the, beasting on G Leaguers, he's probably not making what he's going to make when he's riding a pine.
Darryl loves him so much, he'll be on the roster. He might not play, but he'll definitely be on the roster. I mean, Darryl. I mean, I'm sure Darryl tweeted as soon as he got in the game. He's tweeting pictures of 4-wheelers.
I mean, yeah, he's out the mud. I mean, he made 600,000 this year. Yeah, I mean, he's like I said, you have the opportunity to always be back in the mud, but Daryl's already tweeting.
Hold on, my screen's frozen, so I can't even see what I'm showing. Okay.
Is that Darryl?
Yeah, Darryl. Out
the
right?
mud.
Yeah, like 2 minutes ago. That's what he does every time B-Ball Paul comes in the game.
I thought you were about to say Paul Blart, weren't you?
No, I was going to say his full name. I was going to say Paul Reed. B-Ball Paul. I can't even say Paul Reed.
Yeah, he'll get that 1.5. Once he hits a 1-5, then you're really out the mud.
Yeah, see,
Agreed.
This was 3 days ago when B-Ball Paul came out the mud.
Jesus God.
Every time he enters the game, Daryl tweets out the mud.
Another Jeff. Oh my God. Well, good. I didn't have to recycle too many of them this year. You know what I mean? I mean, it probably was easy for him. Yeah.
Oh my God, he's pulling a Rambo.
Oh my God.
Is this one a carrot one?
Yeah, this was 2 games ago
2 games ago. Okay.
when Paul Reed came out the mud.
Oh my God, this is he's back. I mean, jeez. I mean,
He's out the mud.
It's come back out of shape. Yeah.
Tom Cellmate, we're talking about Paul Reed, B-Ball Paul out the mud. I just love that the game got so out of hand that we can have like a 20-minute conversation about B-Ball Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
Mr. Wing says, "What's up with Shake Milton? Needs to get himself together."
Yeah, to say the least.
Tyler Horton says, "Wizards are under the mud."
Everybody but Westbrook and Beal going home is in the mud.
Yeah, right.
Colin Gamble says, "Wow, I almost kind of feel bad for the Wizards. Almost."
I don't.
Nah.
I'll never feel bad for them. You know what I mean? I'll never feel bad for other teams because I'm a Philly fan. You know what I mean? Like the day I become like where I have like Tom Brady and the New England Patriots winning that many Super Bowls, then I'll start feeling bad for people. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, I just feel bad. I feel bad. I don't feel bad for nobody. I've a lot of losing here in Philly, so we don't feel bad here. What we do is we hit the like and subscribe button over on YouTube. We pen that like, follow over on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you're watching us live at. Make sure you do us all a favor, and we can't thank you enough.
By the way, a lot of Philly fans are getting real excited on Twitter right now because Zach Ertz tweeted about Joel Embiid.
Who did?
Zach Ertz.
He's staying.
Everyone's saying, "Oh my God, that's a sign. That's a sign."
He's staying.
He'll be at the next training camp.
What do you say? Next training.
He put Joel with 2 eyeballs. Here you go.
Man, he's looking for clout.
That's a cry for help.
Yeah.
It says Joel, but it really means get me the hell out of here.
It really means Julio. Trade me to Atlanta.
Double tight end.
Ralphie, our local Jazz fan, has a question for you here. He says, "Do you think LeBron gets carried in the playoffs by Anthony Davis?"
Isn't he?
Yeah, Anthony Davis, back-to-back games with 30-plus points, over 12 rebounds.
How many kicks in the nuts? How many kicks to the nuts?
Just one so far.
Hey,
just
Ralphie,
one so far.
Can I add one thing real quick? That's Joel in 3/4. Continue.
Oh,
Jesus. That's all right. That's all right.
It's better than all right. It's dominant. Anyway, though, is he carrying LeBron?
Carry? You could make. Obviously, Greg's going to say yes because it's Greg.
The playoffs, LeBron needs carrying.
I mean, is he carrying him though? I mean, I don't know if he's carrying.
Kyrie carried him. Dwayne
Kyrie
carried him.
Kyrie carried him. You're crazy, dude. Now you're just saying stuff just to get me wrong.
Greg, the clothes are officially back on.
Kevin Love carried him.
What?
The only thing Kevin Love carried was his dog around.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. Ralphie, it says if Ralphie could trade Embiid for AD right now for the Lakers, would he do it?
Damn it, it's tough.
It's not tough.
It's not tough.
LeBron and Joel would be. Oh my God.
Joel and LeBron.
Yeah. Thank you, Greg.
Oh my God, that'll be amazing.
LeBron doesn't even have to play.
I would think about it.
Think about it.
It's disrespectful. So
Think about it.
What do you
would
think?
you do AD for Jokic?
No,
That's,
I would not. I would not.
Can we mute him?
Hold on a second.
Are you friggin' high?
You're not trading AD for the two guys that are.
No, I would.
Best
I would
bigs
do
in
it.
the
I
NBA.
would do it for Joel. I would do it for Joel.
Hmm.
I'm kind of on the fence for Jokic.
Why? Because he's too good?
No,
He wouldn't share the ball with LeBron enough for you?
no.
Ralphie.
Jokic would get almost the same amount of assists that he's getting now.
Ralphie, I thought you were high on Jokic. That's why you had the duo above Simmons and Joel. Now you're flipped? Now you're flipped?
No, I kind of like the duo we have right now in LA. That's all.
Is this true?
Bunch of underachievers.
It got us a.
I'll
What do you
check.
mean a bunch of underachievers? It got us a ring last year with the duo that we have right now.
Yeah, bubble. Blowing bubbles.
Oh my God, bubble.
Again.
Against Jimmy Butler. How'd that work out for you?
And that got us a ring.
Yeah.
Mm.
Got
It is
us
true.
one. Got
Arrested
us
for
17.
family violence. Strangulation. Holy shit.
Who?
Ozuna.
Oh, jeez.
No. That's tough. I'm not laughing at that. I'm just like, wow. And that came out of nowhere, huh?
Escalated quickly, huh? Escalated real quick.
Yeah, fuck the Braves, so I'm sure that's an 81er coming. Right?
Yeah.
Should be. Freaking should. Damn well should be. I mean, you never know with the MLB these days, but yeah.
Wow.
What, the details?
They don't even really go into it, but it's like, aggravated assault, strangulation, and battery, family violence. But then you realize last year through COVID, he suffered an injury because his wife was charged with domestic violence.
Jeez.
Holy smokes!
Friggin'
Oh, that's a bunch of just
It's a mess of a situation.
yeah, it sounds like a bunch of swinging
Yeah.
over there. All right. Wow. Fucking God. Fucking World War II in there.
Yeah, sounds like it, Jesse.
Game over?
Yep.
Oh.
I just
Wait, what? It's great. What?
No, I just looked up and I saw Hubie Brown from his house, which is a joke. Why aren't these guys back in the arenas yet?
Look
Come
who's
on.
here.
Hubie's 90, so we'll give Hubie the benefit, but the rest of them, sure.
It's Brett Brown's Lou Williams. Raul Neto, so Sixers and 4.
No, we were chatting and I look up and they're on the Grizzlies Jazz game and I'm like, wait, what happened here?
Well,
What
quick.
happened?
Game ended like 11 minutes ago.
Yeah, they were in and out, Greg. They were like, all right. They didn't stick around for much.
George
what's it
Mikan. Jesus. Looks like a fun guy, huh?
He was awesome.
With them, Minneapolis Lakers? Yeah.
Of course
Before they
you
moved
would.
to LA.
What was that word, Ralph?
Minneapolis. Whatever, how do you say it, dude?
Yeah.
You mean Minneapolis?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, kind of not.
Yeah, I don't know what's worse. The you're right, Bobby. The Thanksgiving or Rouse Minneapolis. Mr. Wang, Milwaukee versus Nets. Do you really think this truly benefits the Sixers that they beat each other up, or it doesn't matter? Yeah, it benefits the Sixers.
Yeah, it sure does.
100%.
I think it benefits them because I think that series is going to go long and they're going to beat the hell out of each other.
And especially if the second round for you guys gets done quick, like a 5 gamer. You know what I mean? You get that rest in while they're going 7.
Most quick to the trigger right from the locker room. I mean, 11 minutes after the game, Sixers and 4. Thanks, Joe. Great game again out of you.
Great game, Goat. Ralph wouldn't trade you for AD, so
Yeah,
I guess maybe you're not that good.
I said I would.
Greg, I'll ask you because I said this at the beginning, and I know it's like slight like of a panic and also like recency bias.
You panic?
A little bit. I tend to sometimes. I Are you a little bit concerned, not about the Hawks potentially beating us? I'm not. That's a 0 for me. But like getting us to like a game 6, for example.
No.
Okay. Okay, good. Good.
I know it's the Wizards, but the Wizards have 2 stars. And we've shut them down defensively so far through 3 games.
Yep.
And Beal
So
is
what,
way better player.
what
than
star on Atlanta is better, as much as I hate them, than Russ and Bradley Beal?
That's probably one of the best arguments I've heard. So that's a great point.
Our best defenders are guard wing defenders. Their best players are guard wing players. I think it feeds right into our hands.
Okay. So you see that also being a sweep, or maybe they have a lull and go 5 at the most?
Yeah, I mean, I'd see 5 games.
And I also said, Greg, before you got here, and if any,
but even if it goes 6, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Like,
more
if it goes 6,
annoyed.
it's just second round of the playoffs, right? Intensity ratchets up,
Yeah,
hopefully we're not draft. Yeah, I would. I wouldn't mind 5, but I mean, hopefully in the second round of the playoffs, you're not dropping still 130 a game because no one's playing defense.
True.
I mean, you may against them, but
Yeah.
I almost feel like if we say, for example, if we go 4-4-4, great. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't root for us to lose a game. But say, for example, maybe we lose game 2 or game 3 in the next series, and that's it. I feel like that could help us because that's that wake-up call, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you never want to – it's a fine line between, like, you want to coast and have the easiest path, but you also don't want to have, 2 completely easy series and then get hit in the face by whoever you face against, whether it's the Nets or Milwaukee, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do want a little taste of adversity before you get to the Eastern Conference Finals, in my opinion.
I don't disagree. I think you saw that with Gonzaga in the NCAA tournament, right? The only tough games they played were down the stretch of the NCAA tournament, and that that buzzer beater that I forget the kid's name.
Jalen Suggs.
Suggs. Yeah, Suggs. Yeah, that buzzer beater. They didn't know how to come back from that, and they were just then totally outclassed by Baylor in the national championship game.
Good point.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I think a loss here and there is a good thing, to your point, Rye. But I wouldn't fret over 2 straight sweeps heading into the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh no, I'm feeling delicious if that's the case. Like, I'm doing great.
yeah, I'm not worried about if you're sweeping, you're sweeping. That means your adversity is not losing a basketball game.
Good point.
So your adversity is going on the road and being 4-0 on the road throughout the playoffs. I don't care where you're playing, right? I mean, that for us as a basketball team, we knew we played better on the road in the regular season. Now can you carry it over? Right now, 1-0 on the road. So great start. Great first road showing of the playoffs for the Philadelphia 76ers. Like that's what I take out of this. More than anything, I expect to win games, especially against the Washington Wizards at home. But going on the road is a different animal. Going to somebody else's building is a different animal. With the crowd, different animal. And to be able to shut down and win a game like you did tonight convincingly says a lot about this basketball team. Now, next game is a game where I could see a cough up, right? You could always see one maybe. That's the only one. Obviously, I said before the series, it's the only chance I saw a cough up happen would be game 4. So if they don't win game 4, they're definitely closing out game 5. Boom, on to the next one. So does that adversity help? I mean, it's not going to hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also something to be said when you have your foot on somebody's throat, finish it. Because that's it. How do you close? You know how to close? Because that's been a conversation, years here of closing out basketball games per se. Well, do you know how to close that series? Because that's a whole nother closeout. And I take a lot of stock in that. Now, sweeps or not, I just take stock in. Boom. Okay. So what's your response going to be if you call up a game 4 to Washington or whoever else, right? Down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Come back next game, put your foot on somebody's throat.
Yeah, and you could say in today's game, Wizards getting to 4, we kind of saw their best shot. And they turned around, ballooned it back to 16. And then that second half, all you had to do was get through those first 4 minutes, and they were on cruise control. You know, they didn't step foot on the floor in the fourth quarter. In a playoff game, game 3 on the road, they didn't play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, closers. The Brett Brown years that were not
That's closing out a game. To your point, Tommy.
Yeah, something we don't know. Greg, we come into this, we don't know.
Uh-huh.
We don't know. You really change? Have you really changed? And you see career highs out of your big man?
Yeah.
I mean, change. You see Ben
Three quarters.
Yeah, right. And then you see Ben with a pulse. That's change. That's change. So I mean, I don't hurt teams for sweeping like Milwaukee, right? I'm not gonna hurt them for sweeping. You say bye-bye, right? Same thing here in Philly. Say bye-bye because the Nets didn't say bye-bye. So when you're looking at teams, you're saying right now,
the Nets called a 50 burger.
Yup, because you don't want to play perimeter defense. That's the difference. You don't want to play perimeter defense.
Let's see. Ray 2 Major. Korkmaz needs to get it together. We're going to need him in the upcoming rounds.
Yeah, well, I think just playing helps you get it together too, right? So, for all these guys. But, I mean, our bench was whatever tonight. I mean, it's a night you don't need them when you're getting that production from your starting 5. When everybody's in double digits and you got 14 from Ben, 15 from Seth, 15 from Danny, 20 from Tobias, 36 from Joe. I mean, you don't need much more scoring than that. So I know everybody out there wants to tell me, can you keep up with the Nets? I mean, why can't you? Because they're going to play defense like the Wizards.
I'm more concerned about Milwaukee. I always have been.
I've been yelling and screaming about it, right? That Milwaukee's more the 7-gamer than me. But they also got to beat the Nets too, though. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ethan says, would it be sweeter to beat the Nets or Bucks? Would be nice to give it to Kyrie but I can't wait till Joe sits down in the Bucks court like Giannis did to us.
Yeah, to me, it's the Bucks because the Bucks have been there. So, to me, it's sweeter beating that team and sitting them down again because that means they already sat the Nets down. I would rather Joe beat a guy like Giannis and really get his due than beat them frauds because then it's gonna be like, well, nobody covered Joe. Like you can't say that about Milwaukee.
Yeah, yep.
They have the size to match us. So if you beat them, that's a real big accomplishment to me in terms of this basketball team. And if they beat the Milwaukee Bucks, obviously I got them winning with beating whoever they're playing from the West. I think the toughest matchup for this basketball team, period, in the NBA right this second is the Milwaukee Bucks and vice versa for the Bucks. Their toughest matchup obviously is going to be the Nets next round, but it's going to be is the Sixers. That's a tougher matchup for them than who they'll see in the finals, in my opinion. And I know that might sound crazy. To some. I just think that's a tougher matchup. Thank you, Xander, with the super chat. We appreciate you, brother. So that's how I look at it.
Tom, it's kind of twofold. One, like you talked about, I honestly believe that. Well, I don't believe that. It's a fact that Giannis and Embiid are the 2 best young players in the East. 2 of the best young players in the NBA, obviously, but those 2 will always be talked about going up against each other. For as long as they're in the Eastern Conference. You really can't because Durant's Durant. Like the other 3, they're older guys. You know what I'm saying? Like Durant's legacy, you've got all that, so they're like in a different category. It's kind of twofold because I would love the whole situation of the Brooklyn Nets getting bounced in the second round, just that embarrassment of what they tried to do to the league. You know what I'm saying? Of pairing those 3 up and just trying to go about it that way. I think would be awesome, not only just for our entertainment, but I think it would be better for the league to see that. Like, hey, just because you have a bunch of talent doesn't mean you can win like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that would be the best thing for the NBA if that happened.
Clippers 2.0, you know what I mean? Like,
yep,
you go out and you do this, it's not always going to work for you.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's a difference between having a lot of talent, but talent that also has chemistry together, or talent that can also defend, with a reasonable, presence in a playoff game. So I think that all comes full circle, and that's why, like I said, I do have Milwaukee beating the Nets in 7 for all of those reasons. And then also, like I said, I think Milwaukee Sixers is the best series, not only possible in the East, but I would say the best and most entertaining series in the playoffs. And then honestly, whoever wins that series and comes out of the East, wins the NBA Finals, in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying that the Lakers would be a cakewalk or the Suns or the Utah or whoever the Western Conference representative is, but I think regardless, whoever comes out of the East wins the finals based off of what you had to do and who you had to beat to get there.
Yeah, no, I got one of them 3 teams winning it if they get there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter which team gets there, I think they win it because, yeah, I mean, there's better teams in the East. It's more top heavy.
Yeah. Yep.
So I was just looking at the box score real quick from the game, and I saw something crazy from the Wizards side. So without looking, who would you guys believe was the 3rd highest shot taker for the Wizards tonight?
Did he start?
He did not.
Raul Neto.
Yeah, Neto.
Yes. He had
Wow.
12 shots. He was 1 of 12.
Yeah. He was all over the place. He wasn't doing
Nobody
anything.
else outside of Westbrook and Beal
Jeez, that's
shot
bad.
more than 8 shots,
Yeah,
except for Neto.
It's time to just dust it off, and that's just
1
rebuild.
of 12.
My God.
The Trey Burke hive is going nuts.
Yeah, I'm sure that locker room feels good for him right now too.
Ralphie, does Trey Burke even play for them? Is he hurt?
Trey Burke?
I feel like
he's
I haven't seen
I
him.
think he's with Dallas, but I think he is hurt. I'll look it up real quick.
No, I know he's with Dallas, and I know they gave him the extension, but I don't.
Yeah, they sound like a 3-year deal.
I don't feel like I've seen him in like 6 months because he was running point for them for a while.
Yeah, the big thing for the Sixers tonight, another big thing is 51% from 3. You know,
Yeah.
you're not going to lose many games when you're shooting 51% from 3. So, you know, that's a big positive.
And a lot of it was early too, right, Tom? Like a lot of it was in that first quarter when we were obviously trying to establish our game.
Danny
Danny and Seth were just
Unconscious. You know,
we're feeling it.
when your big man's 3 for 4 from 3, you know, that helps you.
It's so good, and granted, we have a long ways to go here, but you know, it's good. It's so good to see both of those guys get off to really hot starts in the playoffs because, especially for Seth, not so much Danny because we know just experience wise and what he's done in the playoffs.
DMP coach's decision.
Trey Burke.
Trey Burke.
Jesus. So
And your boy Boban.
I don't know. You know, Boban can't play in this series.
Tim Hardaway Jr. logged 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Solid,
Well, they came out flying last night.
Solid 4 for 14 shooting.
Yeah, they came out flying last night. I'm like, oh, here we go. They might be up 3-0. And
Luka's
then all
hurt,
of a
right?
sudden,
Isn't he nursing something?
yeah, something with his shoulder or something like that. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like we were, I would say, 2/3 of the season, we were really concerned about Seth. You know what I'm saying? He was going through, the injuries back and forth, and he was really cold, and he looked hesitant to where Doc was even talking about it. Towards the end of the season and so far in the playoffs, he's really turned the corner, which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, well, you got to factor in the COVID, right? He was out those couple weeks with COVID, and then, you hear you hear everybody that comes back from it. Some of the, because you're down so much, you lose that body weight and that strength. When he just came back from that, he was putrid. Everyone wanted him gone. Like, didn't even want him on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Wing, the earliest for the Sixers would be if there's a Game 5 on Wednesday. That is the first time we will get to see it. A full arena.
Yeah, and games offensively aren't going to be this easy in the postseason after this series.
Nope.
Yeah.
Either. So, it's just the way it's going to go, no matter if you're playing the Hawks or the Knicks. Doesn't matter. Both teams want to play defense for the most part. So it'll be a tougher series. You know what I mean? So
Very true.
just will. So does that mean they can't sweep them? No, it doesn't mean that. But
Get to the whole job.
5 either way. 5 either way. Either team. It goes 5 with the possibility of a 6 spot. But no further than 6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No further.
TTP says Sixers Nuggets in the finals, battle of the big man, legendary matchup, Philly in 6.
Jokic and Embiid, you finally get it, but this time in the finals.
You also get MPJ versus Ben.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be a good series.
It's actually crazy. It's also a shame that we didn't, in both of their MVP caliber seasons, we didn't get to see Jokic against Embiid once. It's kind of a shame.
Nope.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, to TTP's point, it could all be resolved. I don't think it's going to happen, but it could all be resolved if we see it in the finals.
Yeah, I don't know if they're getting to the finals, Denver.
They're in a dogfight with.
No shot.
They're going 7. That series is going 7.
I had Portland win the series anyway. So,
Me too.
With Michael Maloney.
Yeah, it's just with Mike. But hey, Mike,
Mikey Maloney.
Portland being able to stretch them, this makes them a dangerous out. When you got a guy like Damon McCollum that can.
Yeah, they ran him off the court today. Man, oh man.
I mean, Dame struggled today too, and they still ran the court.
Yeah.
I mean, Norman Powell led all score. Led they're the Trailblazers with 29. That's where they got all their scoring from.
Mm-hmm.
He led all scorers.
What would you guys say is your biggest?
Joker only had 16. So
how many minutes did he play?
that's a good point. Yeah, he played 26, so he didn't play a lot.
Okay. Well, to your point though, got off to a slow start.
Yeah,
If he would have gotten on fire, and if he would have had a bigger game or presence in the first quarter, the outcome could have been way different.
Yeah, that's not a good. I mean, like I said, Dame had 10 assists, 8 boards. So I mean, he brought it on that side. You know what I mean? In distributing, and was 7 for 7 at the line, so got his points there. But Powell and McCollum led all scorers, 29 and 21. So
wow,
they're winning the game without their best player doing his thing. So that's probably big for the Blazers.
What would you guys say both in here and in the chat? Is your biggest surprise so far in the playoffs?
I think that the Bucks sweep them like that. You know what I mean? Like I felt like they give you a little bit more of a dogfight than they did, right? I just think that's like.
Yeah, that series was like hyped up from the beginning too, right? Even before the playoffs started. Okay, we all thought that Bucks and Heat series was going to go 7.
Yeah.
And it's just two different teams every single game. Like it's like the Bucks came out and just punched them in the mouth game 1, or game 2, and the Heat just did not recover, man, at all.
I guess that's what he meant by stupidly locked in.
God, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I understand you wake up 6 hours before everybody else, but like show it on the friggin' court.
Yeah, him and Bam were bad this series. Bad.
Really bad. Donovan, we appreciate you with the super chat. He says Joel playing against the Knicks would be crazy.
It would.
I want it so bad. I want it to
What's even crazier is his old agent's the one running the show.
Holy
Leon Rose.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I
did not know that.
Yeah.
So that's a Cherry Hill guy.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Leon Rose.
No, that would be so much fun. Like that's why it feels weird. Like I'm sort of rooting for New York just to get to that series to where we can bounce them. Just because I said earlier, Greg, before you came in here, and I said hopefully without the spitting, but like Joel versus New York would be what Trae Young versus New York has been, but like times 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And also Ben's never lost to them either, which is big.
Lord, you would like big series too.
Yeah, but you're right. Well, it's just a train ride.
Yeah, just like this one is.
Yeah.
No flights. Hashtag no flights.
But you guys are right. The last thing I'll say real quick is like I was saying until it became official that okay, Miami and Bucks, it's going 7. Mark it down. It's going 7. Just because of what Miami has shown, not only even in the playoffs last year, just their history of playing each other. Miami, at least I thought, had the formula to beat Giannis's downhill offense. And I know that they're a different team. They're a better team than Milwaukee is. And I know the Heat have been inconsistent all year. But if you would have told me, hey, they're getting swept, I would have said, you're freaking crazy. Like, okay, 5, maybe 6. Okay, that I can understand that because Milwaukee's really good, and I have them winning the entire thing. But swept, especially the way they did, because the only game that was close was game 1. After that, it was over. After that, the series was done.
Yeah, and it's not like you got swept in like every game. You lost by like 3 to 5 points. Like, dude, you were losing by like 22.
The games were done in the third quarter.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, they were. They were. It wasn't even a dog fight. It was like a kitten fight. All right, boys. Great show like always.
Yep.
Definitely.
Sixers 3-0 lead. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. We thank you all for joining us. We want to thank the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. We know many of our families deal with mental health and addiction issues, and we're happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please call 856-651-8117, as well as bodycheckwellness.com, and you can use promo code A2D. Get yourself 20% off at checkout, and we're always brought to you by our doc. Make them yours. Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. He's the GOAT. Go check out our doc. Let him know the boys over at A2D sent you. I was making sure I didn't have another one. All right, I do. I don't know why everything back here is different right now. There we go. EXP Realty, as well, our boy Alan Foy. You give him a call, 302-682-8820 if you're looking to buy or sell a home. Great time for it. Great time for the sell market.
If you can sell.
Maybe not buying, but selling for sure. Or if you're just looking for a changing career or brokerage. Alan Foy, EXP Realty, 302-682-8820. For Greg Mwakvik, Ralph Delvecchio, Ryan Brotto, I'm Tom Arnone, the family out there. We love you all. Can't thank you enough for tuning in. Turn them damn alerts on. We out.